Yo, Ack. Can you turn that reverb up, please? Yeah, a little bit more. That's it right there. Let's get it.
I'ma be real, can't get away, except for real feels. I'ma be blunt, cause you don't know how to shut your mouth. Emotional damage go up and down. Just when I think it's okay, you show me what it means to hate. You got no brains to contemplate, don't even try to compensate. Ayy, reel it in, take the bait, put your cards, twist your fade, make your move, call the bluff, cause you know I'll fuck you up. You looking like a clown, you be dragging Jesus down. Can't say nothing without a frown, genuine shit went out of town. Please do me a favor and shut the fuck up, it's not my fault. You can't get past the trauma, don't take it out on me just cause you're not where you wanna be. Set me free from this drama. Nothing to say to me, crushing my enemies, foe gonna make it freeze. You're what I hated, but you playing make-believe, I'm living out my dreams. Here with the destiny, you ain't not threatening me, I turn my pain into energy. I'll leave a legacy, you drown in jealousy, so I welcome the winter with snow. Quit playing, are you reading what you're saying? You say you're supporting, but you're just pretending. Passively condescending, actively double-crossing. You just can't help it, too easy to be selfish. Uh-oh, doing this shit again. Talking about fake friends, I see you caving in. Trying to defend, but there's nothing to amend. Showing your true self, your mama need to go and get the belt. Having your back, that's a myth. Basic respect, that's a sin. Speaking truth, new lies to spin. Scared to change her violin. Saying you care, patient is thin. No longer friends, and that's a win. Trying again, I turn my chin. Acting cute, I just grin. Please do me a favor and shut the fuck up. It's not my fault. You can't get past the trauma. Don't take it out on me just cause you're not where you wanna be. Set me free from this drama. I got this, how'd I do that? What's your secret? Wait, who drew that? I'm debuting. Oh my goodness, reassurance posted my chat. Drama diva, know that. YoHallo! Welcome in, everybody! What's up? Thank you for all of the check-ins. Let's go! Get that check-in. Get that check-in straight. Get it going. Get it going. Heck yeah. Welcome in, everybody. What's up? Oh, the con redeems are still on? Thank you for letting me know. You see, that's a good moderator move right there, reminding me. You're right. Did I forget? Yes. It's been a long weekend. Okay, I'm tired. Let's see here. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here we go. There, it is off. It is off. There we go. Adjusted like these nuts. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. We had a convention this past weekend. Okay. It was out in Mesa, Arizona. It was so great to see all of my wonderful community members that were out there. Okay, we had a great time. I'm excited to be sharing with you today some of the recapping of what had happened over the weekend. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful. We had the Sunlight Stage concert as well. So I'll talk a little bit about that. And thank you for the follow, Autumn. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I am looking forward to a lot of things. I did want to tell you guys that
my stream schedule is gonna look different next month. As you all know, or most of you know, I post my entire month schedule because I don't know about anyone else, but personally, I get really caught up in my own head about my schedule. And before, I used to do weekly schedules like every other freaking VTuber, right? Nothing wrong with that, by the way. But when I started doing weekly schedules every week, I'd be like, oh my god, what am I gonna freaking stream? And so I'd be like freaking out about it every single week, and it just got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just doing a monthly calendar, so that way I only have to freak out about it like maybe once or twice per month, you know what I mean? And that'd be great, you know? And so my stream schedule moving forward is gonna look a little bit different. I also wanted to mention, just because I streamed quite a bit this past weekend with the con and stuff, I don't think I'll be streaming on Thursday. There's some things that I need to catch up on and work that needs to be done. So I may not stream on Thursday, but I will be back on Saturday. And this Saturday we have a collab with Zio, who is you know, part of the community, and has been a really kind person to interact with, and was at like the East Side concert, blah blah blah. Anyway, Zio's a great person, and it's his birthday on Saturday, to my understanding. And so we're gonna be streaming a little bit of a collab stream. We're playing Pummel Party, which is definitely my stripper name, and that's what I did to your mom. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Pummel Party, which I've never played before personally, and so we're gonna see how it goes. But I'm ready to burn it all down, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that's going to be on Saturday. I'm going to be streaming a little bit earlier on Saturday as well, I believe. Let me double check. A little bit earlier. But regardless, I will announce on the Discord when I'm live. But yeah, in February, my stream schedule is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be streaming on all of the same days that I usually have. So like for the past, I want to say like 2 years, I've been consistently streaming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturdays. And all I can tell you is that I don't think I'll be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays for now. For now, like I got some stuff to figure out essentially, and I don't think I'll be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, I do want to continue streaming at least 4 days a week. So I'm still deciding which days to be streaming on, but I will no longer be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So just keep that in mind, that is coming in February. Which is literally next week. So some schedule changes, and again, I haven't changed my schedule since like 2 years now, and so it's gonna be a little bit of a shift for me personally. So yeah, we shall see, but it'll be a good time, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. I've also got some cool stuff to be talking about today, just generally speaking, with some announcements and whatnot. Most of the announcements you guys have already seen, but I do have 1 or 2 things that I added to my announcement list, so I wanted to share that today. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna be yapping today. We're just gonna be hanging out, recapping and stuff. I am very tired. I think like the exhaustion from the con finally hit me yesterday, and it's going into today as well. I also had a big borgie, okay? Because we were talking about having burgers and shit like that over the weekend, and I was like, man, big borgie sounds good. So I made a big borgie, and I am comatose now. So I'm comatose now. I'm full from that, and I'm tired because I'm like digesting a big old burgie, and it was good. It was very good. But regardless, thank you for being here, and that's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Let me say hello. Let me say hello. All right, let's see. And I know Unholy Cannoli asked me what the setup looks like. I have a picture for you, okay? Don't worry. I'm gonna share it with the class today, so you're gonna see it. Excuse me. Don't forget to get those check-ins. Thank you, nobody. I appreciate that. Thank you for getting that check-in. Heck yes. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. Okay, that deserves an unsub. Is crazy, Autumn. Thank you for the cock nerd, Kai. Hi, Kai. Big yellow Kai. Kai, it was so nice seeing you over over the weekend. It was great connecting with you again. Thank you for coming to Taiyoucon. Thank you for hanging out with us. And it was great. It was wonderful to see you. And I can't wait for Isekai to see you again. And yeah. Big YoHallo. Yes, big YoHallo. Quick say hi to James, Shogun. Quick say hi to James. No. No. Kaya, please, we're 2 in sync. True. It has been a long weekend. It has been a long weekend, but it's great. We love it. Welcome in, new follower. Knowing the whole month is actually really nice. Doing it each week makes it easy to fall behind. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like there are pros and cons to it. You know, so for example, you know, the weekly schedules I feel like are good when you may have like a collab that gets planned or pushed back. Like, you know, that's nice to be able to change it. Because for me, it's like once the monthly calendar is out, it's out. Like I'm not gonna like keep making changes to it. You know what I mean? But with a weekly a weekly schedule, you know, you can really do it per week, and that's a little bit easier to change things on the fly. But you can't really do that with like a monthly schedule. And so for me, it's like, man, man, that's the one thing that I think kind of sucks about the monthly schedule. You know, is that. And then sometimes like with like donathon type stuff, you know, it's also like I can't always plan, you know, oh, when we're gonna hit a goal, and then I have to change the stream, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing I don't like about the monthly schedule. But honestly, like the pros and, you know, the pros outweigh the cons, and so that's why I keep doing it. But yeah, I feel like for me it's like such an extra thing to have to do every week, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want to have to deal with making a schedule every week. It's just kind of a waste of time, you know, when like most of the time my schedule will be on these days. I'm gonna be streaming and I'm gonna be doing X or Y, and you know, sometimes you do change X or Y, but like you get the gist, you know, like the point of a schedule is so people know when you're streaming. You know, most people don't really care what you're streaming, just as long as you're streaming and they know what time, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's go collab Saturday. Yes, collab on Saturday. Yeah, Homo Party is fun. I have not played it before, but I think I've seen some gameplay, but I've never played it. Hi Kōri, Taiyoucon was fun. Yes, heck yeah, Omer, it was great. It was good. Borgie, yes, Borgie. Let's go, hell yeah. Yo, chat, what's up, Cooper? How you doing? Welcome in. Hello. Wow, it's Spice. Oh my goodness, it's good to see you. Hello. How are you doing? Big hi. Hope you're chilling and doing great. What's new? What's good? Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for participating in some of the concerts that we've done as well. We really appreciate you participating, and thank you for trusting me with the event. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for bringing in your own magic to the performance. We really do appreciate that. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing swell. I hope you're doing well and preparing for I think you have something coming up at Con Nuga. Good luck preparing for that, of course. And yeah. Right back at you, Zatsu-Con weekend. Thanks for having me. Absolutely. Oh yes, there's the Zatsu-Con. Yes, that's right. Yes, heck yeah. Yeah, that too. Heck yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. But yes, let's see here. I'm catching up on chat here. Apologies for being late, but this is what's up. Let's see. Over on YouTube, thank you for being here. Namuru, thank you for being here. Nimby, thank you for being here. YoHallo Shogun, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's holding up okay. We're alive. Schedule change. Well, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I mean, if you want, if it helps for a preview, but like I don't actually know if this is what I'm gonna be doing or not. My current thought is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So it's like I'm still keeping 2 of the days that I normally stream, which is Wednesday and Saturday, but I would be switching to Monday and Friday. I thought about doing like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but ultimately I don't know yet, because the reason why I like to have one of my days on the weekend free is because I usually go see family. And so it can be kind of hard to do stream plus the family, because like I have to travel kind of far, and it's just really tiring to like do all the back and forth, and then, you know, the social battery and stuff. So I don't quite know yet if I will switch to that day or not. I'm just gonna do it for a month and see how I feel, and well, maybe even longer, see how it goes and stuff, and then I will potentially change things to go on to Sunday instead of maybe another day. But currently, that's where I'm at right now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday is what I'm leaning towards, but again, I don't quite know yet. So anyways, yeah, Monday and Friday. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Monday and Friday. Yeah, it would just be, those would be the different days that I would end up doing. But yes, so we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, can't wait for my next in-person concert. Yeah, let's go, B. Let's go. Heck yeah, very excited, very excited. We're gonna be doing a lot of cool things this upcoming year, so it'll be great. But yeah, Taiyoucon was awesome. I had a great time, and I think for me it was just really nice to see the community, to see people like Shogun and Kai, and Sailing, of course, and I also got to meet Sailing's grandparents. But yes, did you change your mic settings for the con? You be a bit crunched. Be a bit crunched? No, I didn't change it. In fact, I think I might have turned myself down. Hold on, let me see. Let me see here. No, I don't think I changed my sound settings here. No, I have no idea. I turned myself down. I think I could turn myself down a little bit more. Is this better? But no, I didn't change my settings. I just, maybe I'm closer. Maybe I'm too close to the mic. It's possible. It's possible. I might be a little bit close. But yes, there. Is that a little bit better? Hopefully. Those are in fact days that you could be streaming. Wow, thank you. Yes. Who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. You know, the freaking life of being unemployed now. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see here. What was the sticker of? He's not. Sorry. It's too easy. It's too easy. Ah! It's too easy. Which one? Which one? Which one are we talking about? Which one? Was I talking about stickers? I don't even know what I fucking was talking about, bro. I'm sorry. I've got two brain cells, and they're both kind of off right now, to be honest. They're both exhausted, okay? But yes, the stickers were of cool shit. That's what that was. Were you talking about the con, Kogami? Are you talking about Taiyoucon? Some of the stickers are my emotes, if you're talking about those ones. Some of them are my emotes, and then some of them are, you're not emotes on Twitch, but they are part of the Discord, like, stickers, if that makes any sense. They're like stickers on my Discord community. Which, by the way, you should check out our Discord community. Shameless promotion. Anyway, check out the pinned comment. I guess it would depend on how late or early your stream on Fridays that I might be able to still attend stream. Yeah, it would probably be around the same time, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, basically. Or earlier. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yep. Do you have an act toilet sticker? Technically, and I mean, it depends on what you define by act toilet sticker, but yes. But yes, definitely, we have something like that, for sure. Yeah, is this better, Pack, with my mic, or I don't know what you mean by mic settings being crunchy, but I did turn myself down more, and I moved the mic, I don't know, sure. Okay, for sure. Wow, you're so helpful, thank you. You sound okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I'm just accessing Pack because Pack is the moderator, and like, I don't know, I just Pack always has something to say about my freaking sound setting, so you know, I just want to make sure. Anyways, all right. What was I saying? Taiyoucon was great. We had Sunlight Stage. Sunlight Stage was interesting for me because I felt like really, oh man, I started playing Sunlight Stage I think back in like November because Sunlight Stage was like, it landed in January, right? At the end of January. But the problem is that I had to do it in November because, you know, holiday season. So I started, I think I posted about it like in I don't know, like October, like the end of October or early November, and then everyone submitted basically like right before Thanksgiving, because I didn't want people to have to worry about submitting at Thanksgiving time. Did I still have some people who didn't submit? Yes. And so I had to like try to work with them on when they could submit, and then eventually they submitted. I was like, okay, fine. And then so that happened, and obviously for the group collab songs, you know, there's a mixer that works on those, and so they need time to work on that. And also, you know, the mixer also was on holidays, so I had to like plan everything around that, which is like just do everything early, you know. And so I started doing everything in November, and then eventually, you know, we got everything together, sent to the mixer, everything's get in the works and whatnot. But then it's Christmas, you know what I mean? So then I'm like, oh crap. And then it's the new year, it's January 1st, and I'm like, oh crap. So there's like so many time constraints with Sunlight Stage, you know, because of the holidays. Essentially, we needed to get things done a lot earlier, just because I wanted it all to be completed before the holidays, before we all got, you know, mixed up with that, because, you know, of course we're handling like family stuff, we're going out, we're vacationing, whatever. So I wanted to make sure it was all done then. But it felt so surreal when Sunlight Stage was finally happening, because I'd essentially been planning and prepping for it for like 3 or 4 months, which is like how most of the concerts are. But I just mean like it felt even longer because it was like all the holidays and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny in that sense. But we got Twitchmon, thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for the lurk as well. Good luck studying. I do not miss studying. I'll tell you that right now. I do not miss studying at all. Oh my gosh. I don't miss university. I don't miss college. Honestly, that was like the most stressful time in my life, I think, ever was in college. And so I don't miss that. But yeah, I do like, you know, it was fun for somewhat, you know, doing the classes that were specific to my degree. Cause I remember like the first 2 years of university for me just kind of felt like I wasn't doing anything that I was interested in. And it's because you're just kind of getting your GE, right? And so for me, it was just like super lame, boring stuff that I didn't really care about. And then it wasn't until, well, the thing is too, sorry, for the English, and it depends on their school, but for the English like degree, for the English major, you know, at my university, in order to get the English degree, you had to take actually more units than the average person, which meant, you know, more classes essentially. And one of the problems was that you were required, in order to graduate with this degree, you were required to have 3 of these like, what is it called? 3 of these like specific, I don't know how to explain it, these specific classes for your major. For the emphasis on creative writing, there was 3 specific classes, and those classes, it was either, the focus was either poetry, fictional writing, or nonfiction writing. And so for me, I did poetry twice, and then I did fiction once, because you could do one of the classes twice, but you couldn't do it 3 times. Only the max you could do is twice, but then you had to do another one. So, but the problem was that I remember being so stressed out because I needed to graduate, right? And the problem is that with those classes, you can't really get into the class unless you have a portfolio already. And so in order to, you have to apply to the class. And so I had to create like a portfolio of like of different like poems that I wrote, or kind of like short story, fiction writing. Like I had to build a portfolio in order to apply to the class. And there's a chance that you cannot, like you won't get in. And then I'm like, shit. And I remember like, you know, you had to take some prerequisite classes before you could even apply. And then when you did apply, you had to have a portfolio, right? And it doesn't guarantee that you get in. And so it just really sucked. I was so stressed out because I remember, you know, my junior and senior year, my 3rd and 4th year, I was really trying to get into the classes. And I remember like being denied at one point, and I was like, I only have like 1 or 2 quarters left to be able to get to do this class and get in. I remember like I would send emails to like the department, and I would send emails to the professor that was like leading the class and begging them to please let me in. And I also at one point I like went and I just like stood outside of the English department and like outside of their office to see if they would come in, but it was like during the summer, and so nobody came, and I was like, I just need to talk to somebody. I need them to let me into this class because I really need to graduate. And so yeah, I was really stressed out. I don't miss that at all. I do not miss that at all. But yeah, I definitely hit them with the boo box out the window method. That 100% was me. I like was not afraid to go drive over there and try to get in their face so that way I could get in the goddamn class. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was great. It was great. But yeah, eventually I got into the class and everything was fine. But those classes were my favorite ones, to be honest, because they actually interested me. Like, I didn't love poetry per se, but I liked writing poems. I liked the free form, like, abstractness of it, and then the creativity in it as well, like the way that you could shape a story into a poem, I guess. And then I took that fiction writing class, and that was like a short story fiction class, and I absolutely adored that class as well. And I remember I got the only professor that I got like kind of like friends with in a way was my poetry professor, and she actually like gave me hope. Because I think I met her in my junior year. I had her class in my junior year, and I was like ready to give up. I was ready to give up. I was like, I can't do this shit, man, because my university just fucked me over for the first 2 years. You know, the first year as a freshman, they tell you like, you know, oh, you are required to go to like the counselor as a freshman, and you need to like check in with them every quarter. And I did that. But the thing is that I'd ask my counselor like, hey, is it okay to take this many classes in this quarter? And they're like, yeah, you're fine. But then what was weird was that there was like a minimum amount of units you take per quarter, but then there was a minimum amount of units per year. And so I took the minimum amount of units per quarter for my first year, but the minimum amount for the year for my freshman year was higher than what the minimum amount was if you just took the minimum amount for every single quarter. I don't know if that makes sense. So for example, the minimum amount of units per quarter, we'll just say, is like 12. You times 12 by, you know, 4 quarters, we're looking at, let's just say, you know, 24 units, right, per year. But for whatever reason, the units per year that you had to take was like 54 or like 60 or something like that. So it was like well above the units, the minimum units per quarter. I don't know how to explain that any better, but it's really confusing, right? And then again, like, I'm just straight out of fucking high school. I don't know what I'm doing, you know? And so I'm asking the counselors to like tell me what I should be doing. And they're just like, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. And then we get down to the end of my freshman year, and they're like, oh, you're on academic probation. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean I'm on academic probation? Like, I've been here every single quarter, like on time, talking to you guys, making sure I'm on track, and now you're telling me on academic probation? And it was because I didn't hit the minimum yearly requirement of units. By the way, my second or third year, they changed it so that way it actually made sense. But after I was put on academic probation. So anyways, yeah, it was just so ridiculous. I remember being so stressed out because I was like, I can't be I thought the academic probation was like end of the world. I was like, oh my God, I cannot do this. I need to get back. And so every summer, really since freshman year, except for my senior year, I was done. I was like, I'm not taking no more classes over the summer. But every summer I had to take classes. And part of that was because of just a fucking unit requirement for the English degree was ass. It was a lot for sure. And so it was just really annoying to deal with that. And then, yeah, I don't know. It was just really frustrating that, like, you know, you go to these counselors that, you know, are supposed to help you figure this shit out, and like I could not figure it out with them. But when I had a homie sit down with me and actually look at, okay, here's what the English degree requires, here's what, like, generally speaking, the college itself requires, and here's what we need to do, like, that helped me more than the fucking counselor that's getting paid to help me. It's just so dumb, you know? I hated it. It was so stressful. So I don't miss college at all. I don't miss studying at all. Like, I don't, none of that. I don't miss any of that. And the English degree was, the worst thing about it was that every class required you to read like 3 to 4 goddamn books like every week or two. And you're taking like 3 or 4 classes. It's like you have to read all this shit. I'm like, you guys think I got a lot of time? I did, but I just wasn't doing it. Just to be honest. But yeah, that sucked. I remember one quarter as well, I ended up taking like an obscene amount of units in one quarter because I really needed to, well, okay, I had to graduate. Like, you know, there is no, something that was drilled into me growing up was that essentially you have to graduate in 4 years. You have to graduate college in 4 years. But we all know that's not true. I mean, I had classes with people who, like, you know, they were in it for like 8 years, or there were people that I knew that they were quite a bit older than me and they had, you know, did some college, but then something happened with their personal life, and so they had to leave, and then they came back and then continued their education. And so there were so many different types of people out there. But for me personally, it was like drilled into me growing up that you had to finish in 4 years, and it was mostly because of my dad. Like, but basically, like I was, my understanding was that I couldn't like go past 4 years, and that if I did, then my parents would not want me as their daughter. You know what I mean? That wasn't true, of course, but you know, ultimately my mom was like, we'll still take care of you, we'll still take care of stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But DDW, thank you so much for the freaking raid, Digilist raid, straight from the Nexus. Let's go. Yes, how are you doing? Welcome, and thank you so much for being here. How was your stream? What were y'all up to? What kind of activities were y'all up to? What were you doing? Hope you're chilling, hanging out, having a good time. We're just yapping right now. I went to a con, or I was virtually attending and a guest at a con this past weekend, so we're just hanging out, chatting for a little bit about that, and I'm just going on a tangent right now, to be honest, but yeah. Stream was scuffed AF for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Oh, I see. Why was it scuffed? Was it just like not connecting or something like that? Nice, heck yeah. I've never actually played like Yu-Gi-Oh! But when I was in like high school, there was I was part of like a video game club, and I was like, you know, part of the leadership team there, and all of them really liked freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I know that they really wanted to do like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, but I was also leadership in a club called, well, I think it would be called different things now, but when I was in it, it was called GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance, but basically just like a LGBT plus club, and I was like president of that, and so I had to do stuff with them. Anyways, I'm telling you all this because basically the video game club really wanted to do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, but I was busy being a president of another freaking club, and so they could not do that. But I did help them host when I wasn't busy. I did help them host a Smash freaking tournament, and so they had fun with that. But yeah, I remember for like months they were asking me to come back so that I could organize the freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. And I'm just like, all right. But yes, let me see. Running so many programs at once was detrimental to my computer. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for streaming and creating content. Thank you so much for bringing over your wonderful community here. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Kōri, and I am an IRL event VTuber. We were talking about going to conventions and things like that. We just went to one this past weekend, so, you know, again, IRL event stuff. I've also been spearheading the IRL VTuber concert space as well. We just had one on Friday, so yeah, that's what's up. We might level up 2025. Oh, heck yeah. Are you going to be going again this year? Because we are planning on going to level up again this year. And then we have our big Isekai concert afterwards. You should definitely come if you can, of course. No pressure to the Isekai concert. It is down the street, a couple of Vegas blocks away. And it is at a theater called Galaxy Theaters, Boulevard Mall. So it's a VTuber concert on a big cinema screen. So if I have the money, sure, I want more than ever Bud Bills. Oh, that's fair. Well, the concert's free, so you don't have to pay to get into the concert. I mean, you have to get there. But however, you can go to the concert. It's free. So anyways, no pressure, of course. But yeah, that's awesome. I hope you've been good since then. And thank you for supporting cool conventions like Level Up Expo that we got to meet. Thank you so much for the raid again. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But we're just talking about your college right now. So anyways, let me see. Let me catch up on chat here. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for being here. We need to invent teleportation is so real. That is so real. Yes, free concert. Woo! Hell yeah. Let me see. I literally fought for a class. I did. I literally was about to throw hands for a class. I'm not gonna lie. Yes. Oh no. I'm loving the uni life. And, that's good. Listen, I'm only talking about the bad things. And to be fair, most of my experience was bad, but it was just because of, like, preconceived notions and, like, things that were out of my control, so. Anyway, what's your favorite writing style to write? Oh, that's a good question, Viv. Also, hi, it's good to see you. Thank you for your question. My favorite writing style is probably, to be honest, short stories. Yeah, I like short stories, which, like, defined by my degree was like about 20 pages of story. I do like that a lot. But I think outside of that type of writing style, if you're talking about like genres, personally, I don't know. I really like fantasy, like writing about fantasy things. I don't do romance. I do not do romance. So I read to the chat, okay, one time. There was only one time that I wrote something that was kind of like a fanfic, but to be honest, I never finished it. And there was no romance. There was no romance in it because I was like building, it was like a slow burn, okay? And so I was building up to it, but I never finished it. Anyway, so I don't write romance, but I do enjoy writing like fantasy, like I like writing fighting scenes and like battle scenes. I also, my magnum opus like story that I've written that I've not ever shared with the chat, and I don't think I ever will because I do hope to one day publish it. But it is like more sci-fi-y, but like not like it is. Yeah, I would say it is. I would say it's more considered sci-fi-y, but it's not really. It doesn't have like all the elements of a regular like sci-fi story because. And again, I don't want to say this because I literally took a class. I literally took a class in college that was like specifically about like sci-fi literature, and one of the defining like factors, or one of the factors that can be defining of the sci-fi genre is like using symbolism or entities in your story to represent the political landscape or political problems or power, and I don't really have that. I mean, I do and I don't, but it's not something that I personally like focus on. I think it's a little bit too deep for me. I mean, I'm not here to talk about politics or anything like that here, obviously, but there's just a lot. Oh my gosh, speaking of politics, there's so much like drama on freaking Twitter, Oh my god, I don't even know what to say about it. All I can say is that it's just ridiculous. All I can say is just ridiculous. I feel like, obviously on Twitter we're there to post about our opinions and stuff like that, and it's crazy when people take things like, I don't know, it's like you say your opinion and then people take it like a personal attack, but it's like obviously you're just tweeting out to the void, you know what I mean? It's like not that deep, And at the same time, it's also like we are entitled to our own opinions, everybody's experience, especially with the rise of the internet, you know, everyone, even if you're in relatively the same environment, you could be raised in the same household as, you know, your brother or sister or another person, and you could still have a very different personal and individual experience based on the way that you interact with like the internet, you know what I mean, what you consume on the internet. And so everyone is so individualistic, right? And so I think we just need to chill. I think we just need to chill, to be honest. But I want to make it clear as well, I think if there is some type of, and again, I'm not here to get political, but if there is some type of entity, no matter where the entity is from, that is hurting people that have no reason to get fucking hurt, that's dumb, right? I think we can all agree if there is an entity that is hurting people that should not be hurt. I mean, people shouldn't be hurt in general, really, right? But like, come on, you know? So it's not cool. And I think like, you know, we I don't know, everyone is gonna have their own opinions about it at the end of the day, and I respect that, but ultimately, I don't want to see people getting hurt, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, I don't like people getting hurt, and that is something that is constantly happening on the internet and also in this particular country called the United States of America, okay? But it's happening everywhere. Everywhere there is that, and honestly, I stand by, I don't want people to get hurt. I want people to be safe. I want people to be happy and healthy. That's what we want, you know what I mean? And so I don't stand for shit that attacks people who really should not be attacked, and that makes people feel less than and takes away their rights, things like that. Like, that's not cool, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm not here to like propagate you know, my fucking like opinions and shit, obviously, but all I'm saying is that, you know, it's just crazy the shit that I saw this past fucking week of just like, you know, VTubers posting opinions about like real life things, and it's like, it's so difficult on Twitter because it's not the positive stuff that goes viral, it's always the negative stuff, you know? And so I don't think it's bad to talk about your opinions, but I think there is like a particular, and I'm not saying this about anyone in particular, really more so to myself, like I'm just saying like, I try to be compassionate, and I try to be like, hey, you know, let's try to be a little bit more open-minded and about the things that I say or that I tweet about, you know. And honestly, I just try to stay out of it, to be honest, because it's like, at the end of the day, I know what my opinions are, and nobody else is entitled to know. Ultimately, I mean, you know, like if you want to know, that's great, but like you're not entitled to know what my opinion is, you know. But like I have one. It's just that it doesn't need to be out there in the cyberspace forever, you know what I mean? Because honestly too, you know, who knows, I could say I like cheeseburger, but then I get lactose intolerant and I'm like, I just like regular hamburger, and they're like, what the fuck, you said you like cheeseburger? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Anyway, let me see. Why did I get on that topic? I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, my creative writing class entry level did not have entry requirements that I knew of. That's great. I'm crying. No, yeah. I mean, there was one creative writing class that I took as like a stepping stone to get into that one. Because obviously there were prerequisite classes to get into the required classes for your degree. And so I did take like one or two semi-creative writing classes, as, you know, before I took the emphasis ones, but it was just it's just lame because you have to get into those classes. And then sometimes, like, you know, when you're in college, like, at least for me, you know, I wasn't always like first to be able to choose, you know, which classes I want to sign up for or have on my schedule, you know what I mean? And so sometimes like you get on there and you cannot select the class, or the class doesn't fit with your schedule anymore. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But anyway, yeah, something like 12 minimum 12 each quarter, but the year needs 60. Exactly. I got so confused by that. I maxed my credit hours each quarter. Really? Oh my gosh, I feel that. Did you get it on paper? If you don't get that in writing, they always toss the fault on you. I mean, no, I mean, again, I thought they were there to help me. So no, I didn't necessarily get that on paper. I don't think I did. I mean, it's I graduated. I graduated. It's over. I have the degree. I'm not going back. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it's not like they were taking meeting notes or anything like that. I'll say that. It was just a conversation. And so nobody actually, like, I don't know. I think they might have, like, sent me, like, a recap email, but ultimately there was never anything that was just, like, that actually said, like, this is okay and this is not, you know, or anything like that. Like, it was really confusing to me, so. Damn, who got her on this tirade? Is this on my permanent record? Yeah, no, literally, I was just so upset. I was like, what do you mean this is like, I'm on academic probation? It's just fucking ridiculous. I actually went on academic probation twice, but don't tell my parents that. Don't tell my parents that, but I went on academic probation twice. So the first time was 100%. Well, I mean, I don't think I'm a human being. I'm not gonna take responsibility or accountability for either of them. But the first one clearly was like, my counselor, I went to my counselors once a freaking quarter and they did not give me the information I needed. And ultimately, because they were unclear about, you know, the requirements and expectations, I ultimately landed in academic probation because they didn't tell me. If I had known, I wouldn't have, like, moved the way that I did. You know what I mean? But the second time that I was on academic probation, I'm gonna tell your parents, please don't. Please don't. But the second time I was on academic probation, what happened? Oh, I was accused of, what was it called? Plagiarism. Yeah, I was accused of plagiarism, which, like, is absolutely insane. Because I remember specifically, and I've told this story before, but I'll say it again because for people who don't know. Honest, and I'm telling you right now, plagiarism is not okay, all right? I never thought it was okay. I still don't think it's okay. But ultimately what happened was that, like, I guess, like, one of the TAs was trying to contact me, and they weren't, I don't know why, but I never saw the messages, or, like, I saw it too late. Like, they only gave me, like, maybe 2 days to respond, and I don't know what was going on, but I didn't get a chance to see it. And I found out, basically, I got called to go into, like, the judicial branch of, like, the college. And the thing was, right, I remember specifically for this class, this is the only time this ever happened. For this class specifically, I had submitted a paper at the beginning, like you know, at the beginning of the quarter, we had done an essay or whatever, and I submitted it, and I got like well, I mean, to me, it was like not that great of a grade. It was like a C-, and I was like, well, this isn't good. And so obviously, like, the notes that they had written on my essay were like, that's not what we talked about, or like, basically, they didn't like the angle that I was taking on the topic. Like, it's not like an opinion, it's more so like we weren't, this wasn't the topics that we discussed in the class. And so your essay on this doesn't make any sense because this is not what we discussed in the class, basically. And so I was like, oh, okay, sure. So then I was like, well, if that's the feedback that they wanted to give me on my first essay, I started doing the second time we had an essay due. I was working on it, and I understood, it was to my understanding that they wanted me to focus more so on the topics that we discussed in the class, right? And so I wrote more about the topics that we discussed in the class. And then I find out when I go to this, you know, judicial branch of the college, and they're telling me that I plagiarized, I explained to them, I was like, well, you know, all the things that they highlighted, and they're saying that these particular sentences or these paragraphs that I had were like copy and pasted from like the presentations or something like that, like from the PowerPoints or whatever of the class. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't always attend the class. Like, I wasn't even like actually there in the class. Like, sometimes I went once in a while, don't get me wrong, but attendance wasn't a requirement for that class, so I wasn't always there. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? I was one of those students. Anyway, so I wasn't always there, and I just had the notes of what I remembered from like when I was there. And did I look at the PowerPoint? Sure, but I wasn't like basing my entire essay off of the PowerPoints. It was just that I was trying to use some of the topics that they were talking about, like in the class, and apply it to my essay. And so I don't even remember what they marked up, because they didn't even show it to me. They just said you're getting, like, you're in trouble, basically. And that I was on academic probation, essentially. And I was like, well, I tried to defend myself. I tried to explain, like, well, you know, first of all, they didn't give me much time to respond. Second of all, you know, I didn't know what to write for this essay because they gave me a low grade on my last one because apparently I wasn't like following what they wanted for this particular, you know, essay. And so I was trying to go more closely to the topics that they were asking us to write about, and asking, like, that's what it seemed like they wanted in the last essay, and I just wanted a better grade. That's the only reason why, you know, I'm writing these things that relate to the topic of the PowerPoints and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, I had to like do this like class I was required to do like this class on like what plagiarism is and like how to avoid it and stuff. And I remember like in that quote unquote class, there were like, you know, eight other students there, and you know, the leader, the instructor would like ask questions, and I was the only one who was raising my hand and answering the questions. And so there's like on the sheet of paper that we're given, because we're required to do this class and they have to sign off that I did attend the class, they like the instructor was all happy getting my piece of paper and like marking it like, okay, yes, Kōri-Oujo did do this, and like, oh yeah, she understands. And then like there's a box that's like, you know, the student was attentive to the lesson and engaged, and then she like happily checked that. But then everybody else, she was like upset she wasn't checking that box. And so anyways, all I'm saying is that I did not fucking belong there, and I was really upset because I was really like, I shouldn't, that to me, I don't feel like that was plagiarism. But obviously the TAs thought differently and didn't give me any time to like respond, or like actually, like when I tried to explain a point of view, they did not care. Essentially, they were just like, you plagiarized and that's that. And I was like, okay, whatever. So it was really dumb. But basically I got placed on academic probation once again because of that, because they essentially failed me. So that really sucked. But then after that I was fine. But it was just really dumb because it was like all of these things that felt like, you know, they're mostly out of my control, because it was just like, I'm trying to be better of a student in this class, and I'm getting like hit for it essentially. And so it really sucked because I felt like, oh my god, I can't do anything right, and I was just really upset. I didn't want to, you know, end up basically getting kicked out, because if I would continue to get on academic probation, or if I stayed on it for a certain period of time, I would get kicked out of the school, and I could not have that, you know. And so I was really upset about that for sure. And then the professor that I actually did become friends with, which was the poetry professor, I remember like I went to this like poetry thing. I think it was like a celebration for her release of like her book or something. I can't quite remember, but I remember like I saw her there and she was just so nice. Like she gave me a hug and she was like, oh, how have you been? Like she actually cared about me, which was like so sweet. Like all the other fucking professors I had really didn't give a shit about me. There might have been like one, but like one other one, but that was like kind of it. And then, but they were all like English teachers, you know, and it was just really, or sorry, like creative writing emphasis English degree teachers. Those are the ones that I got to like actually feel like I meant something to them like as a student. But everybody else, like I felt like I was just another fucking student that they didn't give a shit about, you know what I mean? So when I got put on academic probation again, I remember like being really, really down, and like I felt like shit. And I remember when I had that interaction with like my poetry teacher, because like it'd been a quarter or two since I took her class, and she was like so nice, and I was just like, oh my god, she remembers me, and like that made me feel like so seen, and like made me want to keep getting my degree. So ultimately I owe getting my degree to her in a sense, because like I didn't feel that way about any other professor really. And so it meant a lot to me, like to have her to feel like seen by someone that like taught me something, you know. And then I remember, you know, I had another class that was the fiction writing class, the short story fiction class, and she was kind of like, she was intense for sure, but she was very, very intelligent. She was very direct with what she was teaching us with, and ultimately I'm very glad to have had her as a professor, but she was very intimidating. But I remember like she wrote on like one of like my final stories or something, she had written like, you know, never stop writing, or like please keep writing, you know, something like that. And like I really took that to heart. I felt like, oh shit, like I'm like what I'm writing resonates with someone, or like I could get better at the very least. Like I knew that there was still potential in me to be a better writer, and I think that ultimately that led me to keep wanting to pursue, again, like finish my degree and still do some type of writing, like even after the fact, whether it was poetry or if it was writing my own visual novel game, or in my career, you know, writing emails or creating presentations, things like that. Like I think ultimately I would not have had that passion to continue writing the way that I do if it wasn't for those teachers, or those professors, I should say. So yeah, overall though, like honestly, college was shit. I had like year after year after year, I had a bad roommate experience. I literally took one of my housemates to small claims court. I sued them, and then I also had a roommate who, like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say about her. So I remember, okay, I'm going down this fucking rampage. Let me catch up on chat first, and then I'll go down the rampage of the roommate story. I'm sorry, I could go on forever. Alright, I'm gonna shut up though. Anyway, let's see. That's crazy. We have a 24 credit minimum for a year, though it's best to have 30 credits required. Right, yeah. So they changed it to something like that, you know, where it's like, oh, if the minimum is 12, then the minimum per quarter, then the minimum should only be like 24, you know what I mean? And not like 50 or something like that. I know it was like a significant amount though. The math department not mathing, no, for real. Cries of history and cinema class, I'm late. No, you're good. Yeah, I did. History, not my strong suit, I'll be real, but yeah. But you know what? Someone's gotta do it. That's gonna be you, Mary Jane. I was kidding. Gotta learn how to read and take info fast, huh? Oh yeah, absolutely. And also Spark Notes. a lot of Spark Notes. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not at the same time, yeah. My history class was the hardest one. Yeah. It's my class tomorrow. At least homework isn't hard. Just no motivation and brain cells. Oh, I feel that. I mean, that was me every day. Honestly. But otherwise, you know, like, yeah, I mean, this is alright. I relate on that issue. I went for cybersecurity, hated it, and now I'm going back to college for nursing. The 4 year only thing hurt brain. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's funny because like my dad drilled into me that I had to graduate in 4 years, but ultimately, I think my dad took like 8 or 10 years to like graduate. So it's just like, you know, my dad's a weird guy. I'm a VTuber. I have fatherly issues. And so, yeah, it's just weird that he had this, like, you know, hard deadline for me. My mom didn't really care as much, but obviously it's just, like, very expensive to be going to college and stuff like that. And the shitty thing for, like, my family, and this isn't, like, a flex or anything like that, but we were, like, above the line in which, like, you'd be able to qualify for more like tuition help, or what is it called? Oh my gosh, like scholarships and stuff. We were like right above it, barely above it, you know. But because we were barely above it, we're considered above it, and so it was really hard for me to get like help. Like I mean, obviously I was working as I was going to school as well, so that way I can afford like my rent and stuff. But you know, it was just kind of like dumb because we weren't, you know, it's like it's a standard like middle class family, you know. It's like we have some money, but we don't have enough to just be able to like, you know, pay for my school, you know. And so it was just like kind of annoying that we were like right above it, just barely above it, and so it was really hard for us to get any like help with that, and it made it really stressful, like for I know like my ultimately like my parents, and then obviously that stress kind of trickled down to me as well. And so that's part of the reason why I think there was so much like, you know, they were really hammering into me like you need to graduate in 4 years. And so there was like one quarter where, I shit you not, I think I took like 20 or 30, I think it was like 30 units in like one quarter, because I was like, I need to like do this so that way I can graduate in time, essentially. And so it was really stressful. And then I didn't have like a summer. Like every summer I had took, even before I got into university, I had taken like summer classes like my junior and senior year of high school, and then I took summer classes every year until obviously my senior year, my last year. I graduated, and I didn't take any classes after that fact, so that's great, you know what I mean? But I think I graduated, and like a week later I started working. Like I started working my big girl job, because it was like drilled into me by my parents again that like you need to have a job as soon as you're out of college, you know? So it was really stressful for me personally. It was really tough, because it was just like constantly like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then so now it's like a really weird thing where like I'm finally an adult, I guess. And so, you know, I'm having to make these decisions like purely for myself and not like for my parents. And it feels really weird. It feels really weird, because like I don't have that, I have confidence in myself, but like sometimes like when you are faced with decisions that could elicit a lot of change, like change is inevitable, but change is also one of the scariest things that we can go through as a human being. And so for me, it's like just that natural, like I'm scared of change, and I'm scared of like making a decision that isn't good for me, you know, because I feel like for most of my life, it's like you know, that's a hard thing about college, right? Most of your life, like there's a parent or there's a teacher telling you what to do, and then you get into college and it's like nobody's fucking telling you what to do, so you just have to hope, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, it's weird shit. Anyway, let me continue here. I remember in elementary school, the 5th and 6th grades were crazy about Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, I was more into Blade though. Real. Read my old Beyblade, they are lost forever. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. Honestly, I was into Pokemon, I was into Bakugan for sure. I wasn't like super into Yu-Gi-Oh, but I liked looking at the cards. So yeah. Anyways, let's see here. We all drop in from the battle bus to all get to the concert for free. So real. It would save so much time for going to class and going home. Oh yeah, so real. Like poems? You mean for like the classes that I took? Yeah, poetry poems, yeah. I did have to do that. I did quite a few poems back in my day. But yeah. Actually, I think I might have lost them at this point. I might not even have them anymore, to be honest. Now that I think, I just realized that. I think I don't have them anymore. That's kind of sad. Oh well. Anyway. My commute is like an hour every day. I have class. I see, yeah. Dino romance. They all dance, right? Writing is so hard, yet I have 5 writing work to do for uni. I feel that, yes. I know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Kōri in space, true. As far as genres go in my writing classes, everyone was writing dramas or more serious work. Then there's me writing comedies. That's good! I mean, if you go write fucking comedies, like, I feel like that's... Like, if you would make someone laugh, that is a really intense skill, okay? Alright, that's all I'm saying. I think making someone laugh... Like, I remember I went to this one restaurant, and there was this dude who was reading this book and just cackling. Just having the time of his fucking life reading this book. And I was like, yes, this is what I love. I love to see it, okay? So yeah, that's great. I'm happy to hear that. For me, oh my gosh. I shit you not. I wish this was a exaggeration. But genuinely, in my fiction writing class, my short story fiction writing class, everyone, and so, oh my god, how to explain this? There's like 17 students in the class, maybe like 14 or 17, maybe a little bit less. And basically, our first assignment, like real assignment, was to write a short story that was about 20 pages, right? And so we all write ours, and I remember reading we read every single one, we workshopped every single one. That's what we did pretty much every day during the class. And I remember every single story had somebody dying in it. Like, death happened in every single story, except for mine. Mine is the only one that did not have any death in it, because like, to me, I feel like it's kind of like you one of the ways that like my professor explained it was like, you can only have like one, in a short story specifically, you can only have really like one good crying scene. If your character's crying like 5 or 10 times in a 20-page like short story, it doesn't have as much impact, you know, like we get desensitized to it. And I kind of feel like it's the same with like death, right? You can only really have like death happen maybe once in the story, and then like, even with that, it's like sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't know if I'm desensitized to it, but it's just like, you don't have that much time to build up like why this death is so impactful, you know what I mean? And so I feel like can that concept or that plot device, for lack of a better term, of death help kind of move things along? Sure, but like it can be, I think it's a tricky thing, you know? And I read those stories that I read, they were good in some aspects, but I didn't ever feel like the death necessarily made it better. Does that make any sense? Like, it didn't add anything. I think I don't know what they could have done because it's their story, right? I'm not here to tell them what they could do or whatever. I could just point out to them like that maybe have like something else, X or Y, could potentially be a little bit more impactful, or what are we really focusing on? What are we trying to tell with the story? Because most of the stories we're trying to tell are not necessarily about death. You could have a good story about death and it's like all throughout it, but like, you know, the stories in this class, they weren't like, the highlight and the focus was not a question about death. It was just that death was a part of the story, right? And for me, like the stories that I wrote, it didn't have to do with death, because that was not the message. That was not the idea that I had as I was writing the story, you know? And so most of these people, I don't think death was necessarily the idea that they had when they were writing that story. Like, they had an overarching message. They had an overarching goal. And I don't think any of those goals were like, let's talk about death, right? You know? And so ultimately, I don't feel like it's added anything to the story, basically is what I'm saying. And so for me, that was what I went through, was like everybody was writing about death, and then I didn't write about death. I was the only one who didn't write about death for some reason. So yeah, I think the second time around when we had our story number 2 of the quarter, you know, there were less people who included death in their story. I think there were still some people who included it, but like there were less, essentially. So anyway, I remember being really upset though, because there's one person who like reused their story from reused their first story for their second story, and I was like, this isn't fair. The professor told us to write a whole new fucking story. Why are we reusing the first story when the professor told us to write a whole new everybody else here sat down and write a whole new story, and then you wanted to get over here and think you could get the same type of grade with the same fucking story. I'm like, that's not fair, but I don't know what they're going through, so whatever. But I remember being upset about that. Anyway, all right, let me see. Tweet smart, right? Non-cheeseburger enjoyer. It's real. That'd be so free just to be able to study abroad, but YoHallo. Can't wait to be free, and it's only the first year. Whoop, I believe. Shook. Yes, very shooketh. What's up, Welly? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. What's up? It's mandatory for us now. Oh, I see. Stinky TAs, yeah. Writing courses are always frustrating to start because every professor has their own writing preferences. The first and second papers are always trial and error, figuring them out. Yes, I agree. And like, what had happened was my second paper. My second paper was the one that was like, oh, they're plagiarizing. And I'm like, no, I'm not though. You take the fucking class then. Damn. Anyway, seems like the place had an issue with unclear instructions, and it's never our fault. Frame of mind. Yeah, that's true. Financial aid. Yeah, financial aid and scholarships and stuff. FAFSA, yeah. Sometimes people who just expect you to do stuff and never bother to tell you won't stop any consequences for not doing it, though. Yes, I'm bitter enough to bring it up. That's true. Let's see. What's up, Quachi? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful one. That sounds like crotchy. Crotchy. My crotch is itchy. Crotchy. Sorry. My brain cells have been diminishing as the stream has been going. So anyway, if you couldn't tell, they have 20 pages. Honestly, it's not that bad, but yeah. Anyway, short and 20 pages. I have a hard time writing one. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I enjoyed it, to be honest. I enjoyed it. Hi, Kōri. What's up, Night Rays? How you doing? Welcome in. Author of JJK has so much death, ripped so many characters. That's true, but JJK also is a manga and also an anime, so it's a little bit different. You know, like, you have to think about the writing medium as well. Like, for a short story, you only have 20 pages. And then there's, like, One Piece, who has, like, 5 million. So, obviously, when you're spreading across 5 million pages, you know, like, you can have some more death in there, you know? And same with JJK. Like, it's still ongoing, you know, it's not done. And obviously JJK is, like, supposed to be, from my understanding, it's kind of like a little bit of a different take on, like, Naruto, for example. It's a little bit, like, darker version of Naruto in some ways, or, like, inspired by it in some ways. And so, like, I do feel like death is an inevitable thing when you're fighting literal fucking kaiju-ass demons, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it makes sense. Now, do I think some of the characters that have died so far need to die? Absolutely fucking not. But that's just my own personal opinion, because I really like the character. And that's it. I like the character, and the plot, and that's it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I feel like JJK can get away with it because of the kind of story it is and the medium that it's in, but, like, with a short story that's only like 20 pages, you know, it's a little bit harder to, like, make death feel impactful, you know? I'm lucky in that regards. Comedy does require pacing, but I never needed to worry about if there was too much non-funny space in my writing. Just a slow build up of jokes and absurdity until the payoff of the joke and I set up at the start. Right, exactly. There you go. Heck yeah. That's great. What's up, Reese? Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm gonna catch up on YouTube chat really quick. I agree. Heck yeah, Venom. Heck yeah. I'm gonna catch up on YouTube chat 1 second. Game of Thrones had the same problem. That's real. That's real. Let's see. Hi Corey, the concert was really fun. I was the guy in the Bebo drip bursting out the hardcore moves to your sick metal songs. Heck yeah, thank you. Oh my god, Sebastian, thank you so much. Yes. Actually, James sent me a video of you freaking going hard and doing like a solo mosh pit, which we love, by the way. Like, thank you so much for doing that. You were such a freaking the big homie, the big G for doing that, so we appreciate that. It was great to throw out the classes windmill, picking up pennies, two-step. Yeah, let's go. I love that. Thank you so much for coming to the concert. Thank you so much for enjoying it. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for being late to saying hi to you. I'm over here just going on and on about school. And I miss writing poetry. It had a phase where it was kind of considered hella cringe, so I stopped writing it, but I miss it. It had a phase like, I mean, I thought it was always cringe. I thought it was always cringe, and that I was just like, it's fine. I mean, I like it, so I don't really care. But I thought it was always cringe to people, you know? I will say, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, one of the things that my parents, like, also drilled into me as I was going to university was that I was not living the university life. And by that, one of those aspects was I didn't have a social life. Yes, I'm here to tell you that I didn't have friends. Wow, so surprise, surprise, VTuber didn't have friends. Anyway, so I didn't really have that many friends in college, at least initially. Like, my first and second year, I was so, like, caught up on the academic probation twice, and just trying to get my shit together that I didn't feel like I had time to, like, go and, like, socialize, but at the same time, I did try. There was a time I went to the anime club, right? And the problem with, like, the anime club was that they literally, like, just sat there and watched anime. I mean, what do you do at an anime club? I don't know. But, like, there was no, like, icebreakers. There were no, like, hey, let's talk with each other and build a community together. Like, it was just, we sat there and watched anime on a big screen, and I was like, I could do this at home. So I was just like, I don't even know. I didn't even, like, make friends. I try to talk to people, but it's not like I made everlasting relationships. We were just sitting there watching anime. And so I tried to do the anime club, right? Because I was like, okay, I like anime. I don't love it, but I mean, I don't love it like some people love it. I'll say that. But, like, I you know, I'll watch it, you know, and hang out and try to make some friends that way. I tried to join the English degree club as well. And I tried to make friends there, but then, like, the people that I made friends with, like, one of them just never, like, actually committed to hanging out with me ever, and the other one was just trying to get in my pants. And so I'm just like, oh my god. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know. And then it was like, it's like the official, like, English degree club. And so what did we do there? We did more writing and reading. And I was like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm trying to, like, relax a little bit. Like, I'm just trying to find some people. And so I never, like, stuck with that. And then I tried, what else? The other thing I tried? oh, I went to like this poetry slam thing. I was like, maybe I can like make some friends at this poetry slam thing. And then like, okay, listen, this is why I never stopped thinking that poetry was cringe. It's mainly, I thought it was cringe before, but I didn't really care. Because, like, I do cringe shit all the time. I don't, whatever. You know what? This is who I am. Yeah, I don't care. Okay? It's cringe to some people. It's not cringe to me. But I understand the overall understanding of the world, of society, is that this is cringe. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. So, regardless, you know, I went to this poetry slam thing on campus, and because I really loved the poetry class that I did, and I was like, maybe I can connect with other people who really like poetry. And so I went to this poetry slam thing, and it was like a cult. Like, I'm not even joking. It was like a fucking cult. They made us like stand up and like do some weird like air hump slappage thing. Like, not to anyone, like to the air, not to anyone in particular, okay? But we just had to stand up, straight up, and just be like, boom, boom, like snap, clap, shit, and then air hump the air. And that was, we had to do it, like, they made us stand up and do that. And I was like, this is kind of weird. And then when people did go up to do their poetry thing, I didn't get it. I didn't ever get it. Like, and maybe it's because it's not written down, and so I can't like consume the words that they're saying. Like, I can only hear it, and that's another experience, okay? But I just, it made no sense. It made no sense to me. Like, they were just random people going up and like saying shit. You know, it was open mic, whatever. But they would I don't know, like, I remember one of them that's like, the one that I remember was that it was like something about like the politics of the world, but it was just really like mad confusing. I didn't know what the heck they were talking about, and it just didn't make any sense to me. And then every time someone was done, we had to do that clap shit air hump ass thing, and I was like, why are we doing this? It's just every time someone was done, we had to do that, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know. So it was just a weird experience. Didn't do it again because I was just like, I can't. So I didn't really make like friends and stuff in college, like my first 2 years. It wasn't until I got into the cosplay community where and I made friends with people who weren't even going to the same school as me. Like, some of them were going to different schools, or some of them were actually already done with school, to be honest. Like, most of them were quite older than me that I befriended. It's because I went to conventions and stuff, and I was in the cosplay community doing conventions instead. And so I actually made friends that way. I didn't make friends like through the school itself, if that makes any sense. And so, yeah, I don't know. Basically, one of the other reasons why my whole like the perception of like the college experience was like, again, like my parents were trying to shape this into like, you need to be social, you need to like, I don't know, join some clubs and make some friends out there. But I tried the ways that they were telling me to do it, which was like join some clubs, right? But I ultimately, like, I was really uncomfortable, or like I just didn't like it. It wasn't something that I wanted to keep doing, or like I couldn't even force myself to do, you know what I mean? But it wasn't until like I actually committed to like being a cosplayer and like joining that community that I felt like, okay, I can hang out with these people, or like I can make some friends, essentially. So yeah, I mean, ultimately what I wanted to say was that if you're in college right now, or university, or if you're going to be, ultimately your experience is yours. Like, I know that your parents or your loved ones or the people that raised you may have some opinions on like what they believe is the college experience, but you know, they might have gone to college at a different time if they did go to college. Nothing wrong with either or. But you know, like, their understanding of it could be completely different from what your experience will be, and that is totally okay. I wish someone had told me that when I was going to college. So that's why I say that out loud to all of you, even if you're not in college or you're done with it already. Like, you know, I ultimately feel like your experience in university is your own, and like, there is no set, like, this is the college experience, because that's what was like drilled into me, you know, as an only child, you know, which made it even harder because I was an only child. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, your experience is going to be your own. It's going to be whatever you make out of it, and there's no there's no wrong way to experience university, is honestly how I feel. You know, so anyways, That's all I wanted to say. But yeah, poetry people can be a little bit cringe, not gonna lie, but it's like I don't really care. Again, I like writing poetry, so that makes me cringe, right? So it's fine, but like I don't know. Like it's just definitely the poetry slam thing that I went to was very concerning for sure, and I did not go again because I was very concerned. Anyway, Kōri poetry stream when? I don't have any poetry anymore. I'd be down for a poetry stream, for sure. Hello, peoples of the world. What's up? What's up, MX Dan? Thank you for being here. Probation? Yup. 4 years is a lot of money. Yes, I mean, 1 month is a lot of money. What, a quarter is a lot of money, you know? Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the one game I could never get into. I spent too much time, money, and mental effort into Magic the Gathering. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Also, good to see you, Johan. Good to see you, Parrish. Good to see you. Welcome in. Appreciate the support of the concerts. Yes, I appreciate that. How are you? I'm alive. my brain cells are diminishing by the second, but I'm good. Excuse me. I look forward to reading your published work someday. Thank you. Have your expectations very low because I wrote it like in college, and so you know, obviously now my writing style may be a little bit different now, you know. So, anyways, maybe more mature. I don't know. What? Wonton violence is morally bad no matter how you look at it and regardless of opinions and beliefs? That's crazy, dog. Alright. I read wontons, op, onions, and beef leaves. Alright. Thanks, Pack. Also, beef leaves is my favorite brand of kilts. Alright. I'm gonna tell your parents. Oh my goodness, I think I heard genuine fear in your voice just said yes, because don't tell my parents. Don't tell my parents. I think, oh my god. I have another story if you want to hear it. Anyway, you don't get a choice. So, when I was at university, I was taking my first final, my first ever final, and it was my first quarter. I was a freshman. It was my first final ever in university, and I remember being super confused because the wording in the final was off to me, and it said there's a section that was like you can't, like, okay, the professor kept saying you cannot use your book, but then there was a section in the test that said something like please quote the book. And so I was really confused because I was like, so does that mean that we need to use our book to get the quote, or like what are we supposed to be doing? Because I was very confused. Like, the wording in the test made it seem like you could, and so I was like not sure what to do, and I didn't know, and so I was just like, well, you know, it doesn't say anywhere, like, actually in the test it doesn't say anything like you can't use your book, but and like she didn't like write it down anywhere. It was just like she kind of just said it out loud, but then like the test itself didn't have any information on that, and then it used wording that was like you need to use the book for this. That's what I thought in the moment. And so I took the book out and I just grabbed a quote and I was writing it down, and then she like rushes over to me and she's like, you know, she's like kind of whisper yelling so everyone can hear her. but she's basically like, you cannot be using your book right now. You need to put that away right now, and like, you know, you need to talk to me after the class, essentially. And I was like, okay. And so then I put the book away, and I'm like, I'm almost in tears because I'm like, I fucked this up. I was like, I fucked it up. I fucked everything up already. It's my first final. I fucked everything up. I'm not gonna graduate. I'm gonna get kicked out of school. Like, I was just like, I was so stressed out. So finally, you know, I finished the test, and then everyone leaves, and I go up to her, and I'm trying really hard not to cry because I'm like, I immediately go up there and I apologize. I'm like, listen, I'm so sorry. I was confused. I didn't understand what this meant, and like, you know, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to come off as like I was disrespecting you. I really wasn't trying to do that. It was not my intent, and I'm very sorry. And so I apologized profusely. And then I'm like kind of choked up a little bit because I'm freaking out because I'm like, shit, she's gonna fail me. I just ruined everything, and it's my first final, and I already fucked it up. And she was like, no, I appreciate the apology. Like, I'm sorry that I was kind of aggressive with you. And I was like, listen, like, if you need to like dock points, please, I understand. Like, I'm just really, really sorry. Like, I didn't know, and I didn't mean to disrespect you, and I'm very, very sorry. And so she was like, she asked, I started crying as I was apologizing again, and then she was like, don't cry, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's just, this is my first final, and like, I feel like I messed it up, and I'm really sorry that this happened. And she was like, oh, this is your first final? And I was like, yeah, it is. And she's like, okay. She's like, you're fine, like, I'm going to take some points off because of that, but everything else will be okay. And I was like, okay, I'm really, really sorry. So anyway, yeah, it was very dumb. Oh my god, it was really dumb. So anyways, yeah, it was a very dumb moment, but I fucked that shit up immediately. And so I was like, damn it. Damn it, I messed it up already. It's my first freaking final. I can't believe I messed it up so quickly, you know what I mean? Anyway, let me see. Welcome in, Mimi, thank you for being here. I returned. Roommates made French toast because they say I was sore from work and vacation. Oh, okay. That's fine. That sounds good. Death is an easy shorthand for emotional drama. That's true, yeah. I think comedy and tragedy are two sides of the same coin. Comedy lessens death. I think a good writer knows that a paper cut tragedy and falling down a sewer pipe to your death is comedy, for sure. Dedicate anime everyone's telling me to watch. Well, anyways, right, yeah. Honestly, it's aight, but I don't know. I see some poetry is eternally cringe. Snap poetry, for example. Haikus, probably. But just like freeform poetry is usually something people don't bat an eye at, personally. Yeah, that's true. Shoga's poetry. The earth tree shadow billows with the wind. My beard oil is ripe with pine in the morn. A blade's best friend is the grip of the warrior. Oh god, ew. Shut up, ew. Oh my gosh. I don't write video game poetry. I don't use beard oil because it's naturally too thin and ugly, and blades don't have friends because they're inanimate objects. Now I need to push my glasses up my nose. Right. Real. Man, apologizing profusely, wouldn't know what that's like. Yeah, I know. I done fucked up, man. Don't be like me. Welcome in, Aqua. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Let me catch up on chat here. Game of Thurs had the same problem, right? Also, hi Retro Samurai, good to see you, by the way. I don't know if I had said that earlier. Thank you. Also, GT, thank you for the bits. Did you have any good fast food this weekend? No, I stayed home because I had the con, so I was busy with that. I actually cooked like pretty much like everything at home. So yeah, I did not have any fast food, but. Being cringe is being free. True, exactly. I don't have any social life either, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't need to be right away. I mean, I do think like try it to see. Like, don't let my experiences scare you. Like, you know, you could have a completely different experience. You know what I mean? So like, try to check out some clubs, and ultimately just know if you don't like it, that is okay. If you don't like it, that's fine. Nobody's gonna force you to like it. You don't have to go back to it again. And like but you should try just to like give it a chance, and then worst case, you know, it's a little bit weird and then you don't have to go back and you'll never see them again, most likely, because you know, usually unless you're at like a private university, like the university is so big, it's like, you know, nobody fucking cares. No, you're probably not gonna see most of those people again. So yep. Anyway. Schedule is go to school, home, rest, try getting my stuff together. I feel that, yeah. It's okay, you're still in like your first or second year, you know, like I didn't make friends until my third or fourth year, so it takes time. You gotta get used to like the dynamic of being in college first before you can even like think about, I mean, now this is just my opinion, but getting used to the dynamic first helps you be able to open up a little bit more to friendships down the line, basically, is my opinion. But you know, I did try to do things in college, that's all I'm saying, all right? Let's see, I was anime club leader. It disbanded because too many people brought their boyfriend, girlfriend, and kiss. Teacher ended it. Oh no. That's crazy, Soup. Well, I'll tell you what, the video game club that I had, there was no kissing. There was no kid. There were barely any girls. There was like one girl because she was a girlfriend of one of the guys in it, but they were not like publicly. They didn't do any affectionate shit in public, and so there were no kissing. Maybe some like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but there was no kissing happening at all in our club. So yeah, socializing. What is that? I feel that ceiling. Exactly. What's up, Photograph? Good to see you. Come on, Jam. It's the Cold Poet Slam. That's crazy. Can't believe I paid to air thrust at strangers. Yeah, honestly. Oh my gosh. I made my cosplay friend, Emmy cosplay friend, well, participate in a competition. Okay. And the time you had to spend a whole ass day waiting in a room till you go on stage. Oh, I feel that. Yeah. Done. So note to self, don't bring up studying again. No, it's fine. I'm just going on tangents. Same would apply with life in general because we all have difficult experiences. Same with VTubing. Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. So again, unclear instructions. Again. Yeah, pretty much. that is pretty much what it is. Yes. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with Snap? You know, honestly, I don't know what Snap poetry is. So, I'll be real. Is it where you're like snapping and you're telling the poem? I don't know. Like to a snap beat? I don't know. I have plenty of experience outside uni, me, and being social is hard in general. I feel that, yes. I know. As I learned from Bernice from ZZ, just be yourself and make that everyone else's problem. Real. I used to go to language enhancement, but with my transportation stuff, it kind of stopped, so it's mostly doing the minimal transportation. That's fair. Let's see. So no TMI at the clubs. What are you talking about? Oh, so good. What are you talking about? Why do you even make that joke? The joke doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, whatever. So Taiyoucon. So Taiyoucon. Shit. All right. Hold on. Let me pull up the stuff. Let me see here. I've got like a million tabs open. Okay, there we go. Do that. And then one more. Oh fuck, I don't mean to open that. Okay. And okay. So, Taiyoucon happened this weekend, and I will be here to talk about it. Let me pull up the pictures. Pull it up. There we go. Can I open this again? No, I can't. Sorry. I know that you cannot see that. So I'm trying to figure out how I can share this with you. I don't know how I can share this with you. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can share this with you because it's kind of complicated. Let me send it. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna send it in the Taiyoucon chat, and then I'll share that. Okay, I'll send it here. Okay, I'm gonna send it in the Taiyoucon chat on the Discord, and then I'll be able to watch it like with y'all a little bit better. But I have like a million servers that I'm a part of right now because like people invited me to do shit, which I'm like thankful for, but I don't want you guys to like see all the shit. I don't know if like some of these things are supposed to be secret, so I want to like hide it so that way you can't see. Okay, I think this should be fine. All right. Okay. I'll send that in a second. Ah, Baka Pogo! Thank you so much for the raid. Pogo raid. Woo, 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 woo! Welcome in. How are you doing? What's up? How are you doing? What's new? What's good? Thank you so much for being here. How was your stream? What were y'all streaming today? What's up, everybody? We're just chatting right now. We're hanging out. We're talking about a convention that happened this past weekend. So we're just catching up on that right now. Having a good time and yapping. Welcome in. How was your stream? What were y'all up to? Maybe some gaming or chatting or other activities per happenings. Oh! Anyway, let's see. But yes, welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If you don't know who I am, hello. My name is Kōri. Kōri like Kōri in the house, my favorite anime. And I'm your IRL event VTuber. What does that mean? I do little IRL events. Obviously, we went to a convention this past weekend called Taiyoucon. It was out in Mesa, Arizona. And we had a concert out there as well. It was called Sunlight Stage. A VTuber concert. Had a bunch of cool VTubers join us for the opening acts, and I did the headline act, and it was an amazing, amazing time. And so we like to do a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of IRL events. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follows, Leo and Mr. Pickles. We were playing Final Fantasy 14 and yapping. Nice, nice. Heck yeah, that sounds like a good time. I personally. I played Final Fantasy 16, I think. It's the one, oh my gosh, it's the one with Clive. I know there's probably more than one with Clive, but it's that one, the one with Clive. And what else? I also played the Final Fantasy 7, I think, remake. And the first part, not the second. I know they came out with another remake, rebirth, or whatever. And so I haven't played that one, but the first one, Final Fantasy 7, the remake, like I didn't even beat it, to be honest. The last boss was like really hard for me, and so I never even beat it. but all I'm saying is that I did play it. All right. Anyway. It's a good time. It's a good time. Heck yeah. Well, thank you so much for streaming and creating content. Thank you for bringing over your wonderful community here. If you need to do any after stream care, please take care of yourself and get some rest, get some snacks, all that good stuff. Please take care of yourself, okay? Thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. We're just going to be talking about the convention that happened this past weekend and hang out. Yeah. 4 a.m. Yes, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Nami Inu, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful Poos day. Hope you took a poo today. Thank you for being here. We're here chatting, hanging out, having a good time. Talking about Taiyoucon. All right, let me see. So, let me switch over. Hold on. Yeah, let me switch over here. And, why do I look like this? I forgot that I didn't change this. Okay, here we go. And then we just made that. Okay, perfect. Haha. Fixed. Easy fix. All right. Okay. So, let's see here. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what we were up to this weekend. Here we go. Okay, so people want to know, what does the Kōri-Oujo booth look like? Here you go. I am getting it open for you so you can see it. Okay, so here is what the booth looks like. So people ask me like, oh, do you have like a big ass screen and like this and that at your booth? I mean, it's like a regular monitor size. It's like a regular monitor size, because if I had a big ass screen, I think it'd be even more intimidating, to be honest. So people are already, you know, building up their courage and confidence to talk with me. I know it's not an easy thing to do, you know what I mean? So for most people, I think this is already a lot. so we just have that. And also, obviously, transportation stuff, you know, it's a lot harder to transport the big screen type items, you know what I mean? So our current setup is just like a generally, you know, decent size monitor, vertical. That's why I look kind of wonky on the stream, is because I changed my ratio or whatever for VTube Studio to be the correct one for the vertical setup here, the vertical monitor. And so there's that. We have a bunch of posters here as well. And our merch, essentially. But this has been essentially, the setup that we have has been something that I've basically worked on for like 2.5 years or so. So it's definitely been a work in progress, and it didn't always look this full and beautiful. You know, so I'm very happy that it has grown the way that it has, and that we have the artwork that we do, and that we have the merch that we do, but it didn't start off this way. So it definitely took a lot of time and energy and effort to figure out like how to get this set up, essentially. So yes. Is that Kōri the AI? That's what I said! Anyway, yes, I guess, I don't know. Yes, thank you for the lyric, Poco. I appreciate that. And yes, the convention. Yes. Look at that amazing booth, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Do I look like I even know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time? I mean, yes, you do, actually. Actually, you do, yes. Anyway, Taiyoucon only took us 1 hour and 34 and a half minutes. Yes, that's maybe. Anyway, hey, how's it going? What's up, Spangly? How are you doing? We're chilling. We're just hanging out talking about Taiyoucon, the event, the con that happened this past weekend. So just catching up from that. Hello, Shokami. Welcome in. How's it going? It's good. We're just yapping. How are you doing? Happy Poos-Day. Hope we took a poo today. Heck yeah. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. But yes, we're just chatting. I'm an IRL event VTuber, so we just had a convention this past weekend where I was streaming my point of view of me engaging and chatting with the con attendees. And then we also had a concert as well on Friday. And so you can actually watch it if you want. If anyone's interested, the concert is available. The VOD is available on my Twitch. And it's under, obviously, videos, so you can feel free to check that out. And can Shogun or Pack use the intro command, please? Just so that way, you know, as people come in and they're the first time chatter, we can give a nice little introduction to who Kōri is, because sometimes my explanation of myself is very poor. So please hit that intro button, please. Thank you. And that's over on Twitch. Thank you, Shogun. Doing it. Much Arknights Enfield, and it's Taco Tuesday. Real. Heck yeah. We love to hear it. We love some Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. So talking about Taiyoucon. Sorry. Here, let me also go down here so you can see the other side of it. But yeah. So we have a banner that has my logo on it. Then we have a banner up at top, as you can see, that just at Kōri-Oujo and what I am. Before, I didn't have like that VTuber streamer content creator thing, but I needed it. I realized I needed it because people don't know what the fuck is going on. And so anyways, so yeah, I wish I could put real person. I wish I could put VTuber, real person, streamer, content creator, but you know, then it's funny because, like, I have the not AI sign, obviously, right? I have the not AI sign. And people that do know what VTubers are, they're like, oh my gosh, haha, that's so funny. But it's like, you don't understand. This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. I have this sign and people still ask me if I'm AI. This isn't a joke. I wish it was a joke. I wish, oh, it's so funny that you have a not AI sign and you're a VTuber. Yeah, you guys know what a VTuber is, but like for whatever reason, the 90s, like 5th percentile do not know what a VTuber is. And so I'm like, God damn. It's just like, oh my gosh. YoHallo poop fart! Hell yeah. Thank you for the emote. And so yes, it was definitely a time. It was definitely a time. Anyways, we have an updated price list now. We have a lot of updated new merch. And I think that's the main stuff. Oh, the pen lights there too. A lot of posters. So I'm very happy about how the booth has evolved in the past time. Oh yeah, and then you can't tell, but this over here, wait, shit. This right here, that is a drawstring backpack. And this is a fan right here as well. So it's very great. It's very wonderful. But yes, we have upgraded quite a bit over the past few years, 2 or 3 years of doing this. And so, yeah, it's nice. I like it. We still have some merch that's like older merch, but we still want to include it in our lineup because they were important for one reason or another. Like obviously we still have like the Racing Princess merch here. You can see it's like right above me. We still have like the Racing Princess merch, you know, and then we still have like the old Isekai merch here too. And then this is the price and Celestial Curse, the album cover. And so we still have some old merch here, but ultimately a lot of new stuff. So very happy about it. You can kind of see the bookmark here. And you can see like some new pins. There's a baseball card and keychains as well. Lots of new keychains, which we're happy about for sure. So anyways, yeah, that's the booth, essentially. Since people have asked about what the booth looks like. I do usually post it on Twitter, but I forgot. I forgot this time, so yeah. That's basically what happened. Nice booth. Thank you. I appreciate that. And also welcome in King Froggy. And thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Let's see. Since when have I looked like I had even half of a nugget of a speck of an ounce of a toot of a pinch of an idea of whatever the hell I'm talking about. Elden Ring rampage. When have I have? Oh shit, I need sleep. Yeah, so real. So real. How's it going? What's up? How's it going, Creative? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We are just chatting right now, talking about Taiyoucon, doing a little bit of a recap right now. Chilling, hanging out, you know, doing cool stuff. But yeah. That merch is sick. Thank you, Unholy Cannoli. Nice. Thank you, Dead Vib. Thank you, Vib. I appreciate that. Man, I wish I was there. You know, me too. Me too. Because it's over now. I'm missing the con weekend. I'm missing the homies. You know, I wish I was there again. I wish it was Saturday or Sunday. Actually, I wish it was Sunday. Saturday was really tiring. It was a long day. Anyway, all right. Let me continue with the next thing. Think of the hydrate. Go ahead and do that real quick, too. All right. Sippies. Thank you. All right. Let me open this in a new tab. Okay, so all right. So there's also this picture that that James had sent me where essentially they were promoting the concert over there, and I was like, "Oh my god." I was so excited about that because, you know, some cons do like promote like, oh, the concert's happening over here, whatever. Don't get me wrong. It's obviously like a part of the programming and stuff. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. There's like a whole like little mini billboard type shit that's like pointing over to the concert specifically. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I was really excited about that. But yeah, essentially they had this set up, which is really cute, and obviously there's Kōri there too, and it just made me so happy. I was really, really excited about that, so wanted to share it. And yeah, it was nice to be able to do the concert. I'll share this picture that I like kind of reposted, but essentially this was the first time I had ever performed, ever. This was my first ever performance. And it was at Taiyoucon. And it was a year ago. I was very nervous. I didn't think that anyone would show up. I really didn't think anyone would show up. And there were people there, you know, and I was just happy that there were people there because I didn't think there would be any people there. So I was really excited about that, to be honest. And to be able to come back to Taiyoucon was really exciting because I've been through a lot of change in the past year, you know, and Taiyoucon, this performance at Taiyoucon was my first ever performance, and so I was like shaking in my boots, you know what I mean? But it really like kind of marked the beginning and helped spark my desire and passion to do the Isekai concert, and that's the Las Vegas concert in April. And that concert sparked me to have the opportunities that I have now and to do the things that I do now. And so this was the starting point. This was the catalyst, essentially. So I was very, very glad to have the opportunity a year ago to have been able to perform at Taiyoucon. And then to be able to come back and kind of like do this full circle, it meant the world. So hello, Paper Kiko. Kōri, it was so fun to see you at Taiyoucon. Thank you so much for coming by again. I really appreciate that. Yes, I hope you had a wonderful time at Taiyoucon. I hope you're not feeling too sad about the con being over, you know what I mean? But yes, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a wonderful time as well. Thank you for coming to the stream as well. Obviously, this is like my everyday, so we always really appreciate people coming by the stream and supporting it when they can, you know, because the more that you support the stream and like engage with Kōri's content, whether it be the stream or VODs or shorts or anything, the higher chance I'll be able to continue doing these events, and so we really appreciate that. So thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for also supporting Taiyoucon, your local con. Heck yeah. Hey, Kōri-Oujo. Yes, real. I have to sneeze. Give me a second. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my nose right now. Okay. I'm done. I'm done sneezing. I'm good. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. You're so kind. Let's see here. There's always next concert. That's true. Buy some merch, but also, yeah, they seem like a bunch of cool guys. Yeah, get that merch. Right. It's so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm biased, but I also think that the merch is great. Anyway, yeah, so for me, you know, the growth that I had a year ago, in that year, you know, there's a lot that happened in this past year. And so it was just really nice to be able to go back and reconnect with the community that, you know, was there when I started off doing like these performances, essentially. Even if it's like, you know, just a small room of people, that's still a good amount of people. You know, it's still people who came to support me and that, you know, enjoyed themselves and hopefully made some lasting memories. You know what I mean? So I was very grateful for the chance to be able to be a part of Taiyoucon again, and reconnect with people again, because yeah, there's a lot of great people out there, you know. And I was really, this was just nice. It felt like impactful to be back at Taiyoucon, you know, because I feel like in the past couple months, I've gone through some similar things that happened, unfortunately, you know, a year ago. But I think I've gotten through them like so much stronger. And I feel like I've grown so much more from these experiences. And ultimately, I am a different person than who I was a year ago. And I am stronger. I am happier, you know. I feel like I finally have found a direction that I want to pursue. And honestly, it took me the full 4 years to figure that shit out. So, you know, for me, this is like a big deal. It's a big deal that I was able to figure it out and then come back to Taiyoucon during a time where I feel like I have a little bit more direction, that I've grown, and be able to be a little bit more reflective in this moment, you know, being able to be back at Taiyoucon. So I was very happy to do it. But yeah. Fun meeting you at the con. You were the first VTuber I met at an IRL, con IRL. Love the concert too. Heck yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming to the concert as well. You know, I really love doing the concerts. I love being able to put them on because I know like it's not a super common thing still for like VTuber concerts to happen, but they're always really fun and exciting. And most importantly, I think it's just nice to have create a place where people can just like have a good time and like dance or feel like, you know, they can escape a little bit for some time, you know what I mean? So I was really happy to be able to provide that for sure. So thank you. My favorite raccoon thing. Real. What's up, Zenny? How are you doing? We're just chatting right now. We went to a con this past weekend. So we're just recapping that. It was out in Mesa, Arizona. It's called Taiyoucon. And we had a concert there. So just kind of reflecting on those things. And yeah. Oh, speaking of which, so this was in 2025. In January at Taiyoucon. And then here's the one from this year. For 2026 that happened on Friday. So I'm really happy about this. I know that it was apparently really hot in the room and a lot of people had to leave because it was so hot. It was like 90 degrees in there for some reason. And so I know that some people had to leave because of that, but I was very grateful that there were people that still stuck around even though it was hot as shit in there, and hung out and enjoyed the concert. You know what I mean? apparently there were people that were like standing up in the back, you know, because there was a point where there were no seats open for people to be able to sit down, or not that many. And so it's very crazy because we essentially had like a pretty much a full house, you know, and I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. I mean, I always expect no one to show up to the concerts, you know. I'm still like in that dumb like mindset of mine where I'm just like, you know, I'm a nobody. so to me, I'm always like, no one's gonna be there. It's just gonna be like my 5 community members, but I'd be happy with that, you know. Like I don't do it for like the amount of people there. I do it to create those memories, and whether or not those memories are with 5 or 50 people or hundreds, like it doesn't really matter to me, you know. It's just like I want to put on a fun event, I want to make memories, I want this to mean something to me, I guess, most of all, as maybe selfish as that may sound. And so this meant a lot to me, honestly, and I was very happy to be able to share that with all of you in this moment, to be able to share, you know, in this time of growth and in happiness, I guess, and reflection. So thank you for sharing that with me. You know, it's very exciting. So, and there's this person here who has this staff here, this cane, and freaking, I love them so much. I love them so much. I just want to say that they whipped that thing around, and they were whipping that thing around like they were swinging that thing even last year, and then this year they were swinging that thing this year, and I was just like, it's so great. It's just so great. I don't know. It makes me happy. You know, people can feel like they can. Obviously, they didn't hurt anybody, of course, right? So I'm happy for that. But ultimately, you know, you swing that thing around, you have a good time, and that's what I don't know. It just makes me happy to see that and to hear about those experiences that people get to have during the concert, you know what I mean? So it was really great. The turnout was wonderful. You know, I can't believe so many people attended or came to the performance, you know, and we ran out of programs. And I didn't think that many people would come. I think I only printed out like 50 programs, and Shogun and Sailing were telling me that they were also being like kind of conservative about them, where like if there were groups of people, they would hand like, you know, 1 per 2 people or something like that. But only like a third of the way through the line, maybe a little bit less than that, they ran out of programs, essentially, or they were basically running out of it. And so, from what I understand, I might have some of that wrong, but basically, they ran out of programs quick. And then we had like we were passing out stickers as well, the free stickers, and we ran out of the bag as well. There's usually about like 100 in a bag, and we ran out of that very, very quickly. It was all gone. Anyway, so yeah, it was crazy to hear about like so many people did attend and did show up for the concert. You know, it meant a lot to me, and it most of all, it was just awesome to be able to have a whole circle moment. so anyways, full circle moment. There you go. Yeah. Anyway. It was a wonderful time. My voice gave out at the very end. Oh shit! Hold on, wait. You know what? I need James to send me something. So let me ask him for it. All right. Hold on. Let me also just. Sometimes James doesn't see these, so. Okay. There we go. There's something I remember I needed this. Okay. Let's see. Anyway, that room was warm but remained packed. Yes, I'm very glad. He was like an oven. Can't wait for the Vegas concert. Yes, the Vegas concert will not be an oven. I can promise that. I can definitely promise that. But yeah, the Vegas concert is going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. Don't forget to reserve your ticket. Obviously, I've talked about it before, but like, ticket holder, it is a free concert, but ticket holders are going to have priority seating. So yes, please reserve a ticket if you're going to be going, basically. And if you are not going, then please do not reserve a ticket. It's only for if you're going in person, IRL. please reserve a ticket. If not, you don't have to worry about it. But definitely reserve a ticket if you are going and planning on going in person, because yes, it is free, but we have limited seating. So if you do not have a ticket, there's a possibility that you do not get priority seating, essentially. So yeah, anyway. All right. Kōri gonna be pulling more peeps than Taylor Swift soon. I don't know about that. No. I'm good, honestly. Some Taylor Swift like fans, just generally speaking, they kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I'm good, basically. All right, thank you. All right, that. Sorry, I know it blinked for a second. Let me see. I just want to get the videos ready so I can share it with you. All right. Okay. What's a program? That's a great question. So program is just basically like a schedule for the concert. The one that we were passing around looked like this. Hold on, let me put it open. So this is the one that we were passing out. It's just like, here's the itinerary. Here is the schedule or information about the concert. So Sunlight Stage, and here's the time that's happening at. Here's the group collab songs that are going on. And here are our performers for the soloist performers, right? And then there's the back side of the program, which kind of continues like into Kōri-Oujo's main performance, my little mini letter, and then a shout out to all the group participants as well. So that is what a program is. This is what we were passing out as a program at the concert. So yes, I hope that answers your question. Let's see. That's so cool. Thank you, Mary Jane. Yeah, it's very exciting. The Las Vegas will not be an oven. You will be directly set on fire, Ria. Exactly. We're gonna be pushing out so much freaking cool heat. Yeah, I said it, cool heat. All right. Anyway, yeah, real Korean garbage. Hello, Stickies. What's up, babe? It's good to see you. We're ooey gooey indeed. Yes, this is true. We're just chatting. We're talking about the convention that happened this past weekend. It was a really great time. And lots of people came, more than I expected. I mean, I really only ever expect like 5 people to be there. So anytime it's more than 5, I'm always like, holy shit. So yeah, we're just talking about that. It was a concert out in Mesa, Arizona this past weekend at Taiyoucon, a convention out there. It was really great. It was awesome. But thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Hello. Let's see. I saw bits of it. Glad everyone had fun. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm glad you got to see a little bit of it. It was great. It was wonderful. So we're really excited about the Las Vegas one happening in April. So it's a big deal for sure. So I'm really excited about it. And it'll be a great time. Love your rapping. It was sick. Oh, thank you, Nairays. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, just, I don't call myself a rapper, by the way, but I think it's fun, It's a good time. Just another style of being able to express yourself, you know what I mean? So I enjoyed it for sure. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. What's up, Vex? How are you doing? At least they found out what you wanted to do. It's hard for some to find out. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Some people never find out. And I thought I was never going to figure it out, to be honest. So 2/3 of the line. Oh, okay. Got it. For sure. Cool Heat was the nickname I gave to... What? Excuse me? What are you talking about, Shogun? Anyway, just to give some advice, gargle on some honey. I hear it helps with vocal things. Oh, yeah. Lemon juice, honey. Yeah, for sure. I mean... My voice gave out because I was singing for it like in an hour and a half. So, and doing metal growls. So, the human in me was showing basically. But yes, I wanted to share these videos. So give me a moment because let me pull it up. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna send in the Discord, but I have to pull up my Discord here on the stream so you can see it. Let's see. This is gonna work. How am I gonna share this with you? I don't know. Let me see. Maybe This way? Okay, maybe I'll try this. Okay, let me see. Is this working? Okay, so, oh, I forget that it's like that. It's a little bit like cut off, but it's fine. It's fine. Just because like this is Discord capture specifically is this way for reasons that I will not go into, but I'll just make this a little bit maybe larger. Oh no, is it fully like cut off? I think it's like fully cut off. Okay, wait, let me try something else. I think I have another one. No? I guess I deleted it. Which is fair, to be honest. It makes sense I deleted it. Okay, let me see what you can see. Because you probably can't see everything. Hold on, it might be a little bit loud. Turn it down a little bit. Oh, you can see them moshing. It's fine. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. The moshing. That solo moshing. I respect them so much for this, by the way, because also, like, there was equipment on the floor, so they had to, like, be careful of that, but they still committed to the bit, and I respect that shit so much. Okay? Eventually, they took the hoppy off, too. It was just, like, a whole experience. It was great. It was amazing. It was awesome. They got the hair for it, too. We love that. Anyway, so there's that one. And then there's this. I want to show this. Oh, fuck. I want to show this specifically to fucking Shogun. Because this motherfucker was like, you didn't shout me out. Hold on, it's not working. You hear that? Proof. Proof! Proof. Proof that I said I would like to dedicate this song to Shogun Bogen again. I think I said again. I said again, you're welcome. So annoying. Anyway, alright, there you go. Let me put that away. Thank you for the alert. Thank you. Thank you, Sailing. Let's see. Oh, you called out Shogun Bogen. Gotcha. What the fuck you mean? No, I believed you. I was just caught in the moment. My arms were hurting and focused more on the music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, fuck you, man. You never listened to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. Alright, let me show you this because this is cute. But yeah, no, I did shout you out. Proof right there. Alright, you're welcome. Okay, look at this. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Let me get out of the way. All right. There you go. Look at the homies. So cute. Oh my gosh. I love them. I love that. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm so annoying. I'm kidding. Anyways, this was at Taco Bell. Anyways, this is at Taco Bell. We did take some funny videos and stuff like that of this experience, and I'll try to share some of that here, but some things will not be shared until later. You have to check out my Instagram or my TikTok or my YouTube shorts for those ones, okay? But yeah, we took some funny videos. It was really cute, and yeah, no, it was really great. Look at this scenic view, by the way. So regal and royal. A little window seat at the Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? I love the pregnancy hold, by the way. Just like, I knew you guys were doing that, but I'm just like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so we have from left to right, we have Neo, and we have Shogun, and we have Sailing, and we have Kai, and then obviously I'm there actually. I forgot myself, but I'm there on the screen. And yeah, it was so nice. So I didn't stream the Baja Blast out the ass time at the at Taco Bell, but I did record it. I'm not gonna like necessarily post the recording though. It's more so like I might use it for like just B-roll footage, you know. It's not necessarily like I'm not gonna use the audio because, you know, Shogun was making some pretty bad jokes, and I don't wanna put Shogun on blast for that. No, I'm just kidding. Shogun nearly died. He started choking. He like Sailing said a joke and it made him wheeze so hard he almost like left this earth. So I've been worried about that, not gonna lie. Anyways, yeah. Let's see. Thank you for the shout out. You're welcome. Yes. Love it though. Heck yeah. Thank you, Swangy. I really stuck my gut out for the pregnancy hold. Ah, that's great. I'm glad you did that. Thank you. Wow, call me out like that? Yeah. Wait, you recorded that shit? I mean, you know, to be honest, James is like, you should record this. And I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't going to originally, but James is like, you should. And I was like, all right. But I'm not gonna like use it for like content per se. It's just to like have it for safekeeping, I guess. For blackmail. I have so much fucking shit I could use on you guys. It's not even funny. I'm just kidding. Oh, you want to hear it now? It's okay. We were just like goofing off, to be honest. It was nothing interesting. Trust me. But yeah, it was really fun. It was very cute. Oh, I would have been much more appropriate with my humor had I known. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not gonna use the audio. Like, if I do use the footage, the audio will not be in it. I'll put it that way. Because, like, you know, we were having more so like a private hangout, you know, and so to me, I just kind of record it for my own memory, and also because like I could just use it as like background footage. But it's not like I'm not going to use the audio for it or anything like that. It's just to say that we did it, you know what I mean? But it's not for like, you know, everyone else to consume. It's not for the public. So yeah. Anyways, you're good. Anyway, don't throw James under the bus like that. That's what James said! I'm being so honest! What the fuck? I'm just being honest. That's what James said. Wait, hold on, wait. I could be a part of the picture. Wait, hold on, wait. I forgot I could do this. Hold on. Oh, I look too big here. All right, hold on. I should turn my tail off. Let me just take the hood off for now. There, look at. I'm part of the picture. Like, I'm part of the picture. Hey, Shogun. Screenshot this. I'm with the homies. Yeah. Anyway, not actually with the homies. I wish. But yeah, no, it was really great to be able to connect with everybody. It was a wonderful time, and I was really happy to see all of you and hang out, all that good stuff. Anyway, all right, put that away. I'll go back over here. All right, let me see. As far as other posts that I can share, oh, there's this one too. Open image, and then that one. Okay, so there's this other picture. This was after the concert, I think, or I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was after. And look at the homies. Just look at the homies. All right, just so great, so cute. Okay, so I was very, very happy. Shogun, your freaking shirt had me dying. Not gonna lie. If you guys don't know, Shogun has a shirt that says, "I went to every Kōri-Oujo concert and all I got was a thong in this shirt," and it had me dying. It's so funny. It's so great. I kind of need one of those. Do I get one? Because really, I went to all the Kōri-Oujo concerts too, if you think about it. So basically, where's mine? You know what I'm saying? Where's mine? Anyway, but yes, so we had a great time. I got to have Taco Bell with the homies. I know that they also went out for like hot pot or K-barbecue or something like that. So I'm always really happy when people get to hang out with each other and like make friends and stuff like that. I mean, I said it, I think, during my panel, but that's always like my biggest achievement. If I graduated, and I'm not, but if I suddenly just disappeared tomorrow, I know that my greatest achievement would have been the community that we've built and the friendships that people have made with each other in this community. So I'm very happy about that. And obviously I hope you can be a part of it as well. Okay. But regardless, you know, it's our community has grown in the last year. Our community has a more solid foundation of growth and happiness, you know? And so I felt like that was a big thing with Taiyoucon this year, was just knowing that there was just having that, knowing that in the back of my head, that I have improved as a creator and I've improved as a person since the last year. It's really important to me and it means a lot. So I'm very, very happy about that. But also I wanted to shout out Dallas as well. Dallas was handing out bracelets that were Kōri-Oujo themed, which I just thought was so sweet, and I can't wait to get mine. I mean, I know that obviously I make the bracelets for everybody, but when I get the bracelets as well, it just I don't know, it feels extra special, because I know that's something that obviously I've been doing, is handing out the bracelets. So I love it, basically being able to receive other people's bracelets. So yeah, anyway. The crew, exactly. I'm glad you like the shirt. I can get you one as well. I'll bring it to the next concert. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'll wear it as a nighttime shirt. But yeah, I wear the shirt that Sailing made as a nighttime shirt. So, which is like basically my regular attire, because I don't go out anyway. Yes, the Kōri candy, or candy, something like that. Kōri candy. What are you talking about right now, Shogun? What do you want? What are you going on about? Anyway, so here's another picture from the concert. Okay, I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna launch into my recap here. So I'm gonna be yapping for a minute. But one of the things that I feel like is interesting with Taiyoucon is, and I'm gonna start off kind of like on a weird on a weird note, because I feel like it's such a strange like thing with Taiyoucon. So a couple years ago, I guess there was like some, I don't actually know how recent this was, so I could be completely wrong, but there was like some drama about Taiyoucon. I don't know the full details, but like basically there was like leadership in Taiyoucon. To my understanding, there's leadership in Taiyoucon that had treated other people very wrongly and poorly and unjustly. I don't know the details. I'm not gonna get into it. All I know is that online, Taiyoucon's reputation isn't the best. Like, I posted about the Sunlight Saves concert, and immediately someone was like, oh, but you know that it's a bad con or whatever. And I remember even last year when I announced that I was going, and I had no idea that, you know, they had a reputation, someone like immediately was like, hey, do you want to know if a con that you're going to is bad? And I'm like, well, now you're saying it, so yeah, I guess so. You know? But, you know, by that time, I'm already locked into a contract, and so it's a little bit complicated. And so, you know, I know that Taiyoucon's reputation online is a little bit wonky, but honestly, like, the thing with me is that I'm not there for them. I'm not there for Taiyoucon. Like, yes, I'm at Taiyoucon, but I'm not, like, there to support Taiyoucon directly. Like, I'm there for the community that can actually make it to Taiyoucon, you know? I'm there for the people that, the community. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm there. I'm there for the other artists that are there too. I mean, like, people paid money to be a vendor there and things like that, you know? Like, I don't know. For me, it's obviously a little bit different because I'm like there as a guest, so they've taken care of some things, right? But ultimately, for me, like, you know, I'm not there necessarily for Taiyoucon. I'm there for the people and for the community. And so the bad reputation thing is a little bit of a wonky thing for me, because I don't know, like, I understand the concerns. I had never had any bad experiences with Taiyoucon per se, and I don't think I've ever interacted with the individual that people were most upset about, and rightfully so, by the way. Everyone's feelings were valid, but I also think my feeling of just, like, I'm not there for that person, I haven't interacted with that person, and to my understanding, some things have changed, you know, and so, like, I'm there for the community, and that's what is important to me and, like, my heart. And so I was glad to be able to go to Taiyoucon and to connect with the community, because again, that's what I'm doing this for, is for the community, you know what I mean? And so yeah, it was kind of weird in that sense, like starting like knowing that there's like this weird reputation that they kind of have online, but they have such they have a good community backing them, you know, and ultimately I'd like to think that one bad egg doesn't like completely ruin the rest of the carton, but I understand that for some people it can. I respect their decisions. Everyone's feelings are valid. I just personally feel like this is the reason why I'm going, and this is what I believe in, and that I want to go for my community, and that's pretty much the reason why. That's pretty much why. So yeah. But it's great. It's wonderful. Also, welcome in Shadow. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. We're just going over, I'm just recapping Taiyoucon right now, so I'll kind of just split into my yap sesh, my tangent. So that's what I'm talking about at the moment. But yes, so for me, ultimately, yeah, apparently they changed management entirely. You know, I don't know, I don't keep up with that because it's like I wasn't a part of the drama to begin with. I didn't know anything about the drama to begin with, and so I have no idea. But I was very glad that they had me again this year. And I know some people like asked if I would go to another like Arizona con, and the issue is that, well, not that it's an issue, but I will just say it generally in the sense of like there are some conventions out there where in the contract they say you cannot go to other conventions in a particular area. Let's just say like California, for example. There could be a con out there that's like, you know, we'll have you as a guest, but you cannot attend any other convention in like, you know, 100 miles or 300 miles of this radius around this city in California. And so unfortunately, I may not be able to go to any other conventions in Arizona for one reason or another. But generally speaking, you know, would I want to come back? Sure. I don't get to choose. I said this in the panel. I don't get to choose all the time, like what conventions I go to. You know, it ultimately comes down to, does the convention want a VTuber? Does the convention want Kōri-Oujo? Can the convention support a VTuber as well? Because there's many conventions right now that don't support like VTubers essentially. And so I was very lucky to be able to go to Taiyoucon, and they had the support for VTubers, but not all cons do, and not all cons have interest in VTubers as well. So for me, like if you want me at a con near you, suggest me as a guest. You can go on their website, go on their contact us form, say, hey, I want this Kōri-Oujo person as a guest. You can try that, link my website, or you could also just, sometimes there's like a suggest a guest form. You could also try that, of course, as well. So you could try those things, you know, if you would like me as a guest in a con near you. But ultimately, I don't always get to decide because, especially right now, my money is very, very tight and I pay out of pocket to be able to go to these conventions. And so unless the convention is helping us with some of the, you know, travel costs, I can't go, essentially. So I hate to break it to you, but it's a little bit harder than it looks to be able to go to these conventions because they cost money for me and I don't have any money right now. So the only reason why we were able to make it to Taiyoucon is because they covered some of it, but I still had to pay some stuff out of pocket, you know? So that's why it's a little bit complicated to go to like conventions. So suggest me as a guest and hopefully we can work with that, is basically what I'm saying. But anyways, yes, I had a great time at Taiyoucon, and I was glad to be able to connect with the community. I feel like I'm at like a broken freaking record here, but you know, the last couple of months have been such a weird roller coaster, and it's really felt like I've been so up and down and like not confident in myself in many different ways. And I've recently felt like in the last couple of weeks, there's been these like little blips of hope, like these little stars in the sky of the universe telling me, hey, you should pursue VTubing. Like you should keep doing this. Because obviously when I, unfortunately, due to a series of events that were out of my control, was laid off from my job, you know, I'm unemployed, and I haven't been in this situation before. I mean, I've worked 2 jobs for a lot of my life, to be honest. And pretty much as soon as I could work, I was working, you know what I mean? So for me, it's like really weird to not have a job or to not have like income coming in, essentially, at least from like a career. And I take a lot of pride in my career as well. But so I was like on the fence about like, you know, what's going to happen with my unemployment status, but also what's going to happen with like VTubing, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But essentially there were all these little things that happened that, you know, I'm not like a superstitious person. Like I'm not intensely superstitious. However, when there's like certain little stars that blink in the horizon, I'm just like, you're showing me that for a reason. Like, I don't know who or what is showing that to me right now, but I feel like there's a reason. And I felt like in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot, like there's been even brighter of stars that have been telling me that I should continue to shine on as a VTuber and to not essentially like quit or to go on a hiatus or to stop doing what I'm doing as Kōri. And so I want to believe in that. And I think Taiyoucon has given me that hope to believe in myself again. I mean, I've already, obviously I'd had that in me, but like it continued to like help me grow that spark and really help me burn brighter, and believe in myself even more to pursue this crazy thing called VTubing and content creation, essentially. So I'm very excited about it, and I'm very happy to have all of your supports as well. So thank you so much for that. But I'm hopeful to be going to more conventions in the future. I'm hopeful to continue doing more concerts. We have like 5 or 6 additional events already planned for 2026, which I think is quite a bit already, to be honest. So really excited about that. And I'm very thankful for everybody who has come by the stream, who has lurked, who has been a part of this community, whether it be like the Discord or what. So we really appreciate it, basically. Thank you very much for all of you being here and for, you know, all the things that you have been able to contribute to this community, essentially. So thank you very much. Let's see. Let me catch up here on chat. Kōri candy. Oh, it's the bracelets in rave culture. They're called candy. Ah, I see. Cute. Oh my god. So did you guys get to do the plur thing? And it sucks, but understandable, and do what you can do. Thank you, Spangly. I'm superstitious, not superstitious, but kind of stitious. I got you. I feel that. Yeah, same. I'm kind of stitious. That would make me laugh more than I should have. Real. Hell yeah. Thank you, Screensaver. Thank you for being here. I just thought everyone would wear it once and toss it. I'm happy everyone has kept it. Oh, what the heck, Sailing? Yeah, of course. Of course. Yes. I wear it for my sleepy time, like my pajamas. Basically. I hope that's not offensive. But I don't wear it like out, but I do wear it as pajamas. I think I might have worn it out once, but yeah. Do you sell merch online? Not currently. It's currently closed, the online merch form. But stay tuned, basically. But otherwise, yeah, you can find the merch like at the cons that we go to for sure. Most of the time, at least. Thank you for asking. I miss buying the bracelet. Ah, yes. Yes. I totally love Unmelting Snow, Racing to the Top, and Bright Winter. Thank you so much, Shadow. The live show was awesome. Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the music. I really appreciate it. You can also find all of the music on our Spotify, which I'll go ahead and throw into the chat there. Feel free to check it out. Or also, it's on YouTube and like pretty much all major streaming platforms like iTunes as well. So feel free to check it out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yo, BK, what's up, Big Eyes? How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? Good to see you. Long time no see. Hope you're chilling. It was great seeing you at AWA. Hopefully we get to see each other again soon. Definitely put it on my playlist. Yes, exactly. How do you do the metal stream? You eat lots of Taco Bell. You get a stomach ache and you take all your clothes off and you have the gnarliest shit of your life. Toes curled, sweating, tingling in your legs. Like, then you let out that scream and that's how it starts, basically. And that's how it starts. Hell yeah. Anyway, it was so good hearing it for the first time. That took me by surprise. That was so good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Heck yeah. Honestly, how do I explain this? When I was learning how to do metal screams, you know, you have to practice like every day for it, but you can't practice too long because you could like damage your vocal cords. So it was like every day for like 15 minutes, like you practice like doing the scream. it's not perfect still. Like I don't have like a professional vocal trainer, so I'm very careful with like how much time I spend practicing, and also how much I exert to myself with it. But because I don't want to hurt myself or cause long-term damage, but I do. It's fun. I like it. And luckily, because I'm careful about it, I've not had really problems with metal streaming. Again, yes, my voice gets tired, but like that's pretty normal. It's pretty normal for you to perform for like an hour and your voice gets tired. You know what I mean? So yeah. Doing pretty good. Great seeing you at 2 at AWA. Yes, it was awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. It was really great chatting with you. I thought no one was gonna come and see me. I thought no one was gonna see me, so I was like, it was so nice to chat with you, because you know you're someone that's like kind of been a part of the community for a while now, and so it was nice to connect with you again and feel like I belonged there. So, anyways, thank you. Fighting demons, exactly, Shadow. Shadow gets it. That's exactly what we're doing. You're fighting demons, and that's how you get the scream. Not with Dallas, but I think. Not with Dallas, but I did with another con goer to get that blue-gray bracelet. Oh, cute! So now my beauty bracelets are symmetrical. Now I just gotta get the same with the friendship bracelets. Yes! Oh my gosh, Pocky! Trashy Ray! Woo, 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 woo! Oh my gosh, Pocky, it's so good to see you. How are you doing? Hello! Oh my gosh, Mythic Duo's here too. Oh my gosh, hello. Hello everyone, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. What were y'all up to? What were y'all doing, huh? Let me know what activities we're all up to. Welcome in everybody. We're just chatting. We're talking about the con that I went to this past weekend. If you don't know who I am, Big YoHallo. My name is Kōri. Kōri like Kōri in the house. I do a lot of IRL events. I'm an IRL event streamer, and that sounds really weird, right? Because I'm a VTuber. But I virtually attend conventions and I interact with the con goers. And I've been also spearheading or leading the VTuber IRL concert industry or like vertical as well. So we had a concert on Friday, and this is a picture from the concert. But yeah, we had a concert on Friday as well at the convention. It was out in Mesa, Arizona. It's called Taiyoucon, and it was great. It was wonderful. It was such a wonderful time. And Pocky has been part of the concerts before as well. Thank you so much, Pocky. Pocky is also, I'm gonna spoiler alert. Pocky is also gonna be a soloist as well for an upcoming concert. So you guys should really stay tuned for that, because I know that Pocky is gonna rock your socks off and then take pictures of your feet and sell it online, okay? That's what's gonna happen. So you should definitely stick around for that, okay? Hell yeah. Anyways, thank you so much everybody for coming in today. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Hello. We were doing Tees Day, aka Reddit stories. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Yes, we love tea. I love just like messy Reddit stories, you know? It's so nice. Because like I'm not going through the messy, but they are, and so I get to judge them for their messiness and like ignore judgment on my own messiness, you know what I mean? I can judge them and stop judging myself for my own messiness, you know? I feel that. I'm dying over Kōri in the house, real. Heck yeah. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Thank you so much for joining us, Pocky. Pocky was one of the people that had nominated me for the Friendo Endo Year Award show that Prez hosts, and I am eternally grateful for that. I've never been like nominated for something until that point, and so I'm so honored to be considered, and it means a lot to me. So thank you so much, Pocky. Thank you for doing that. Yes. Every Tuesday. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so messy. Oh, yeah, let's go. They're crazy. Justice for Okada. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure what that is. I gotta watch the VOD. I'll be lurking, though. I gotta take care of pups. Yes, please do get the lurk. Get some water. Get some snacks. All that good stuff. Stay warm. Yes, thank you so much. Please take care of yourself. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for streaming, creating content, bringing over your wonderful community here. Really appreciate it, Pocky. It's so good to see you. Everyone, please check Pocky out if you haven't already. Literally just such an amazing person, a ray of sunshine, and honestly, really down to earth. I know that doesn't like, maybe that doesn't mean much to people, but I just feel like Pocky is a genuinely good person, and so I support that all the way. And Pocky has been just, again, a ray of sunshine and so kind and wonderful to work with, and so genuinely, please check out Pocky. Amazing person. Thank you so much for rating us today. Thank you for the support, and yes, please take care of yourself, okay? Yes. Yo, can we do Reddit Stories night sometime? Oh, yes! I'm so down. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'm like not a Reddit user, so I'm like very bad at, I don't know like where to go on Reddit, but like I'll figure it out. Basically, I'll figure it out. Okay. But thank you so much for being here. Hello, Kōri. Yes, I know I'm under the Mythic Duo name, but it's Umbre. No, it's so good to see you. Hello, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. And I know you're also going to be participating in an upcoming concert as well, so I'm very excited about that. Your model is so freaking cute. Like, I know you were like, oh, you had another video for like not your tail. I'm keeping your tail in. Don't worry. I'm keeping your tail in. I also know, I think, okay, I'm sorry if I have this wrong, because I like think it's right, but then I say it out loud and I'm like, oh god, what if I'm wrong? I'm be so embarrassed. But you also performed as a soloist in one of Ava's concert, I think, right? Like it was I want to say the Halloween one, and you performed Decode, right? Oh my gosh. Amazing. You did amazing. I was watching along. Yes, that's right. Yes, you did amazing. Yes, that was amazing. Congratulations on that. That was wonderful. I just want to let you know that I remember seeing that and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the homie. Because I was thinking like, because I also recently did like a Decode cover type thing anyway. And so I was like, oh yeah, I know this song. And so I was like singing along with you in my seat. I was like, yeah. So yeah, thank you. I was so nervous. I appreciate you. Heck yeah. No, you did amazing. Keep it up. Keep up the great work. Heck yeah. Decode is such a good song. I know. It's such a great song. I'm a big Twilight fan. Oh my gosh. Have you seen the Twilight Lego sets? Dude, it's so funny because they have like a tree, and in the tree is Edward and Bella. Like spider monkeying that shit. It's you have it? Oh my gosh, you have it! That's so great, dude. Oh my gosh, yo. Have you posted a picture? Dude, I gotta go on your Twitter and stalk you because I want to see it now. I want to see it now. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Like, where do you put that? Where do you have that in like your room? Like, or do you have it like display? Like, is it like a centerpiece for your dining room table? Because that's where I would put it, to be honest. It's still in the box. I don't have to. Oh, that's fair. It's okay. Honestly, someone gifted me on my throne. Like, I put this Horizon. You know, like I don't know if you've ever played Horizon, but it's like the tall necks. There's a Lego set of that, and I still have it in the box too, and it's been like a year or two. I feel really bad about that, but I have that too, don't worry. I remember what I do. Yes, okay, I got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm super excited. I want to build it, but I'm also like just really bad with time management, 1, and then 2, actually using brain cells to put it together. I'm like, damn, I gotta use my brain. I started with one of his Star Wars Lego sets. It's huge. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. So it's in the box as well. I see. That's fair. But at least you have it. That is a freaking amazing pull, if you ask me. All right. The Twilight Lego set is such a good pull. Honestly, like I might consider getting that and just having that as a centerpiece. It's just so great. It's so funny. Like the tree, it just kills me. Just the freaking tree with the freaking Edward and Bella in the tree, and it's like their whole house. Oh my gosh, it's so great. Anyway, I'm so glad you have that. Yeah, we rewatched like Twilight on the Discord like I think a month or two, or like 2 or 3 months before that time, before October. And because it was on Netflix again, and then now it's gone and my life is over. No, I'm just kidding. So we rewatched it. It's so crazy to like think about how much that movie series affected like teens. Like I mean, you know what I mean? Like it affected the generations. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it left an impact. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy watching it as an adult now and like seeing how much it impacted people, you know? Anyway, I did a rewatch in October as well with some of my friends. Yes, let's go. Yeah, I need to rewatch Twilight. You should, babe. Oh my gosh, it's great. It really did. It's wild, right? It is wild because it's a great movie. Don't be wrong. I read the books as well, but like it's just funny to watch because there's so many elements of it that's like it's like kind of cringy, but it's like great at the same time. So it's funny to like think about how it affected like you know the youth or the generations. Anyway. Very new to watching Twitch streamers, let alone VTubers. What is lurking? So no, you're good. Lurking, it's basically like you're just saying like I'm here in the background. I'm not actively chatting, but like I am watching the stream. So it's like you're lurking in the shadows, like you're watching from afar. Does that make sense? So some people, like, they have to do other things, like maybe they're working on like homework or like a project or they're video editing, and so they'll say that they're lurking because they're watching but they're not able to actively engage, or they just kind of have it on in the background while they do like their chores or something like that. So that's basically what lurk is. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's just kind of like you're letting me know that, like, hey, I'm here, but I'm kind of busy, so I'm like, I got this in the background, I'm not actively chatting, essentially. So yeah, thank you, Venom. Yeah, we have the command, and we also have a what is this called, a redeem as well. So you can feel free to use either of those, but we appreciate people lurking or using the command, because like basically Twitch has this thing now where like if you as a viewer do not engage at all with the stream, like you don't comment something or you don't use a channel redeem or whatever, then it thinks that you're a bot, and then it doesn't count you like as a viewer. And obviously like viewership is important for us streamers, so that's why like using the lurk command is something that like a lot of people do, just so that way they can make sure that their view counts towards supporting the streamer, essentially. Yeah, it's a good way to show support too. Exactly. Thank you, Aubrey. Yeah, exactly. But anyways, but sorry, we went off talking about Twilight, and that made, I love talking about Twilight. Don't get me wrong, okay? But yeah, it's great. It's great. We were talking about also like at the con at Taiyoucon, Sailing, one of our community members, had picked up like a Lilo and Stitch type of version. It was Stitch and Girl Stitch. I can't remember Girl Stitch name, I'm sorry, but it was Stitch and Girl Stitch, but in Bella Swan and Edward form. I wish I had a picture, but it was like really cute. It was really cute. Yeah, it was really cute. And also Sailing has like a crop top that's like has like Edward on it or something like that. It's a Twilight crop top. Oh, and then Sailing also told us that, so you know how in the movie, I think Bella's mom makes like a quilt of like, what was it? It was like a patchwork type of quilt that like had a bunch of like memorabilia attached to it or something like that. And apparently like Sailing's mom made something like that for him when he graduated, but he didn't realize until like a couple months ago to ask, like, was it inspired by Twilight? And so we asked his mom, was the quilt inspired by Twilight? And his mom said yes. Yeah, the t-shirt quilt, yeah. Yeah, so he didn't know this entire time that it was inspired by Twilight, but it was. It's so great. It's so funny, dude. T-shirt quilt, yes. Let my boy Edward breathe. Oh my gosh. I have the Eclipse Edward cardboard cutout in my closet. No way. No way. What? You have it? That's crazy. Yo, legendary pull. Holy shit. Dang. That's wild. Like, and I mean that in a good way, by the way. That is like, holy shit. That's so cool. Man. Holy crap. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so funny. You got that in high school. That's such a great thing to keep though. It's so great. I don't know, just classic, you know? It's classic. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Azure. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, there was a guy at the con selling his Lilo and Stitch art and had hundreds of Stitch art. It was cool. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It was really cute. Yeah. Dude, he's just there. Yeah, it's a flex for sure, right? I know. It's a silly fact I have. I love he's just sanctioned off into the closet. Just forbidden closet. You stay there. Oh my gosh. So I'm assuming you're Team Edward. I was always like Team Alice or the Doctor Carlisle. Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, I don't know. Between Edward and Jacob, I felt like, I don't know. Both of them were like, I didn't really choose a side with those two, you know? My sister was Team Jacob. Okay, that's fair. Team Edward. Hey, you're sharing. That's called sharing, okay, folks? You get Edward, you get Jacob, all right? Team Imprint. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good choices. Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah. I've never watched Twilight. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's okay. It's just kind of like an influential movie that influenced millions of people. But, you know, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding because it really did. But anyways. I was surprised by how much fun we had watching the Twilight Saga as a community. Oh yeah, it was great. It was wonderful. Honestly, okay. Also, I don't know if I said this before, but I literally had like the Twilight soundtrack. Like, I had the CD, and me and my mom, we would listen to it in the car. Like, that's how we listened to the Twilight soundtrack while we were driving places, like getting groceries and shit. We were listening to Twilight soundtrack. I think I still have it. I think my mom still has it, in fact. But anyways, that's not saying a lot, though. I also had the SpongeBob soundtrack, and I had the Shrek soundtrack as well. Honestly, Shrek soundtrack went freaking hard, okay? The Shrek soundtrack went so hard. All right? I believe. All right? It's so great. It's so great. Anyway. 626 and 624, I think. What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about? 67, 167, 1667. Team Alice, real, exactly. Team Alice, yes. Let's see here. It really did. It was over for me, right? Oh, Joe, over. Twilight is my pleasure. It's no longer guilty. Yeah, let's go. Exactly, real. Heck yeah, that was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was a good time. Honestly, I've always been on Team Twilight Sucks. That's totally fair, and that's okay. That's okay, Israel. You have your things, we have our things, and that's okay, all right? You do you. But we want to stay positive. We don't want to bring people down, you know what I mean? So if you don't like Twilight, that's fine. But we like Twilight. So if you don't like it, just leave, okay? It's okay. You don't have to stick around. I get it. We're like, oh, so annoying. We're talking about egg word. Oh, we're talking about Jacoby. All right? I know, it's so annoying. You don't have to listen to us. It's okay. You could go have a great night elsewhere, okay? We want you to be happy, all right? If you're not happy here, that's okay, all right? It's okay to not be happy here. We want you to find someone who's going to make you happy, though, okay? Jacoby. Jacoby, all right? Bella, where have you been, Loca? I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I have this TikTok. Oh shoot, dude, I don't know where it is. Hold on, wait, let me find it. I have this freaking TikTok that was so freaking funny, but I don't know where it is, to be honest. It's been a while since I've had to pull it up. Hold on, because it's just... It's about Jacob, all right? Let me say that. It's about Jacob. Just trust me. Let me cook. Let me cook. All right, let me see if we can find it. It's, oh my god, please get away from me. Get away from me. Okay. Please. Why is it taking forever to load when I need it to load? I need it to load, please. Where is it? Please. Please don't delete it. Please don't delete it. Please don't delete it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You guys, I just think some of you know what I'm talking about. It's great. But it has to do with the Bella. Where have you been, Loca? Ah! I found it. Sorry, I was very excited. Okay. Okay, wait. Beller! Okay, look at this. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna make sure it's not too loud.
Where the hell have you been, Loca? Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Just like, what is this? What is this? It's gonna take me out! Bella! Where have you been, Loca?
Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Like, why is he built like that? Why is his neck so long? Like, why is his feet and, like, his neck and head a werewolf? And
Bella.
his, like, hands, obviously, are kind of werewolf. But it's, like, also man? Like, why is... I don't understand why it's like this.
Where the hell have you been, Loca?
That's just so great, dude. Does he take PayPal? Oh my god, that net game is crazy.
Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loca?
I'm gonna cry. Dude, I also had this saved. Oh my god. Hold on.
He's the chief of police. This?
Just bought it off Billy here.
I totally rebuilt the engine.
I love this kind of edit. Yes!
Oh my gosh.
I love this edit. It's so fucking funny. I see. Yeah, it's so great.
This is perfect. You're joking. Oh, sorry.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm good. Ice is only highly important.
It's so great. Charlie has the best acting in these movies. No, I remember reading something about how like Charlie is just like going through a nightmare. It's a horror story for Charlie. All the Charlie movies, it's just a horror story from the dad's perspective. Because it's like she constantly is getting hurt. She's disappearing. She's depressed. She's not eating. She literally has a baby that he's like, that's probably your baby, but I'm not gonna say nothing. You know, like it's a whole horror movie. It's so funny, dude. It's so believable. It's so real. I know. It is so funny. I know. It's so great. Why is the sexy Mac so good? I know, it's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's an animal.
I don't feel this anymore.
Oh my gosh. Like imagine your 17-year-old daughter just disappearing all the time, ends up in Europe. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. Right. Me and Flair will sort of just start going, ha 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 ha. For fun. Real. Ha ha ha. Anyway, alright. There's one more. Hold on. I gotta see if I have it, like, readily around. But there's this one that was, like, Twilight, but the cat. But a cat, and it's, like, that one is funny, too. But I don't know where it is. I don't know if I have it. Oh. Sorry, I'm just... I'm so dead. Now we're going on the TikTok rampage, just so you know. I don't know if it got deleted. Darn, maybe it did. Maybe it did. But there's just one that was like Twilight, but the cat, it was a cat instead, and it was so funny. I don't see it anymore. No. I don't know where it is, bro. I'm sorry, I lost it, but it was funny. I promise you it was funny. It's so silly, right? I watch those movies like once or twice a year. Really? Yo, that is legendary. That is legendary. I love that. Why though? Like, why do you watch it once or twice a year? Like, is there a reason? Or like, do other people want to watch it with you, or you're trying to show them like, hey, this is something you should watch and check out and know about, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. But I'm telling you, it was amazing. I'm telling you. It was a cat thing. It was wonderful. All right. I don't know where it went. I give up officially. However, comma, do you guys want to see the memes? The memes that I have. She'll save it for the OG song performance. No more water for you, Kōri. Ah! That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Heck yeah. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes people watch it with me. Sometimes I just watch it alone. You know what? It's kind of like a comfort movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good comfort movie. So I respect that. Honestly, it's a good time. It's a good time for sure. Okay, let me see here. There's this that I wanted to show all of you. So I thought this was kind of funny. If any of you care, I think this is kind of funny, and because he like demonstrates here. So he demonstrates how he puts on the sunscreen.
You put on the sunscreen.
Like you can see it, like he cannot get the rest of his back, bro.
Demonstrate how you put on the sunscreen.
It's so funny. Damn is right. Damn is right. Oh my gosh. Memes, yeah. You can even see the thumbs on his right side. I know, it's so fucking funny, dude. Listen, wear sunscreen. Or at least you should wear sunscreen, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, alright. Oh my gosh, it's so great. Alright, let me see. There's also... I know this is really stupid, but I have to share this. It sounds like an egg cracking. I feel so bad. I hope he's okay. But it's so funny because it sounds like this whole, it just sounds like a whole egg cracked. The kid ate shit. Dude, I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad. But it's also really funny because of the noise that it made. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. It's so great. Alright. I won't play the music because I'm gonna copyright, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. I just love how, like, babies don't know. Like, they don't know how to shit. Could you think about that? We all start off in life not knowing how to shit. This was once us. This was once all of us. We all started here. Okay? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. It's crazy. We all started here. Oh, here we go. Let's see. All right, here we go. I found, there we go. Thank you. I have been gifted the Twilight cat. All right. All right, let's see. I was born an adult. Okay, real. Lucky. All right, look, here it is. Why isn't the sound working? Oh, here. Sorry.
No, him. I know what you are. Your eyes change color. You're impossibly fast. I'm beautiful. This isn't even real. This kind of stuff just doesn't exist.
It's so cute. This is gonna be killer, Bella. Exactly. Taiyoucon, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome in. Just one day, something is overtaking me. Someone's first mode of consciousness is for sure them shitting, and I love that for them. Yes! Slay cat best decision! Yes! Real. Thank you for the follow, Sabados. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the check-ins as well. You appreciate that. Oh my gosh. This would be so much better, and Robert Pattinson voices the cat. Real. Have you seen the one where she gets out the car with the big ass cactus? I have not seen that. What? What's up? You're the Twitch recommendation of the night. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate it. We're yapping right now. We were just hanging out. We were talking about a convention that we went to this past weekend virtually as Kōri. I do a lot of IRL events. I'm an IRL event streamer, which I know sounds a little bit weird because I'm a VTuber, but it was a good time. We also have been at the forefront of IRL VTuber concerts as well. We had a concert on Friday. If you want to check it out, it's under the VOD section here on the Twitch. So feel free to check it out if you want. No pressure. Okay, thank you for being here. We appreciate that. We're just kind of hanging out and talking about some memes right now. You know what I mean? Nah, kids falling over will always be funny. Yeah, the egg did crack his little baby skull. All right. I think knowing how to shit is like the third thing we all know, next to pissing and milk. Oh my god, I have something to say about milk, by the way. I'm gonna share it after this. It's so cute though.
What is going on?
Oh my god, this one had me dying. This had me dying, by the way.
That your mill got killed by some kind of animal.
The fucking meow, the fucking cat. That took like attacking him.
Animal.
Hello, I'm Edward.
Okay.
Ah!
I'd rather die than stay away from you.
So cute. Yeah. Aww. That's so cute. Had to get that in there too. Oh my gosh, so great. Have you seen the parody movie of this scene, the truck scene? I've seen like the, what is it called? The like bad, oh my god. It's the one where they like do a bad voiceover. Like, oh, you hit a fish, why would you hit it? Like I watched, I don't know, I forgot what it was called, but Vampire Sack, I watched some of it, I think. Yeah, I watched clips of it. Bad lip reading, there we go. Yeah, bad lip reading. Yeah, I watched that before. It's great, it's great. Yeah. Delve and I are a real friend group of my own. My friend from high school and her longtime friend, we all have ADHD trio. I love hanging out with the besties. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Last week we played Katsu and Manny and I won. Nice, yes. We were at a convention this past weekend, so we were talking about that for a little bit. It was great. It was wonderful. We had a great time, so definitely enjoy going to IRL events and connecting with people in person as a VTuber. So yeah. Try parodies are hilarious. True. I love a truck scene where Charlie and Jacob's dad are just fighting. Real. Yes, we need to talk about milk. Oh my god, no, not that milk. Oh my gosh, not about that milk. Now, milk stands for Man, I Love Kōri. In case you are wondering what we stand for here, it's milk. However, we do not tolerate lactose, to be very clear. All right, anyway. Okay, I wanted to tell you guys about this thing that I learned about because it's like science and shit. Okay, are you guys down? Are you guys down to hear about some science? It's literally like, I promise it'll take a minute. So, probably more actually. So listen, I found out that there's this thing called the milk line. There's like, there's another like scientific, hold on, wait, let me find the scientific term for it. Hold on, because this is important. Oops. Mammary ridge. Mammary crest. Well, no. There's another scientific term for it, I think. But basically, there's this thing called a milk line, okay? And it is obviously for women. Women have this thing called a milk line. Because you know how, like, okay, so cows, they have udders, right? They've got a line of nipples, right? And there's some other animals that also have, like, you know, dogs, for example, or cats. There's, like, a line of them, right? So, basically, apparently, some women, after they have a kid, after they give birth, they develop, like, a third nipple sometimes. Like, they can start producing and shooting out milk from their armpit. And there's even been a case where someone would do it from their, like, thigh. They had, like, a nipple essentially growing from their thigh. And so, I just feel like women are so understudied. Like, what is that? Like, what the hell is that? What is that? What is that? I'm just like, oh my god! This is nightmare fuel! This is fucking nightmare fuel! Okay? I'm like, this is terrifying! But yes, apparently, it's not like, it's kind of a rare thing, apparently. Like, it doesn't always happen, of course, but it is a possibility that after you have a kid, like, your body, anywhere in that milk line, which is basically from, like, the armpit, down, you know, over to your breast, and then down over your stomach, and then by your like lower, like, oh sorry, your like upper thigh, you can essentially potentially produce milk through that milk line, apparently. And yeah, what the fuck, basically, what the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? Why do we need that? I don't understand. This is like, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot that this is something that we can do. There's a lot of weird things that I think women, like, we can create life that's so beautiful, so amazing. But also, we have a lot of weird shit that we have to go through too. And I'm like, why? Why do we have all this weird shit? Why can't we just be like, you know, goddess of earth, beautiful, and just like nature and a beautiful experience, the cycle of life or whatever? Why can't that be what it is? Not fucking, I have milk squirting out my underarm pit. Who decided that? Who decided that? I don't understand. Why do we have to go through that? You know, let us create the life and not have more of that shit. All right. Oh my god. Excuse me, my pit milk will be beautiful. All right, next. Maybe your pit milk. I cannot guarantee that my pit milk will be beautiful. All right. Because I have stanky pits. All right. I'm a stanky little raccoon. All right. It don't work like that. They will make pounds of pit milk and its elegance real. Oh my god, you just stand like the Greek statues with your arms up and just like it's squirting out milk, you know, a fountain. Real. Anyway, sorry. Bill. Yeah, Bill Nye, the science guy. Hell yeah. Shadow, thank you so much for the subscribe. Heck yeah, you get to pull from the gacha. What did you get? You got some shaved ice that I stole. Hell yeah. Let's go. Kōri Side's lesson. Yeah. Oh, I've seen that, right, Nix? Oh my gosh, it's terrifying. How did the glands get there? It's all connected apparently. I don't fucking know, man. It's confusing. I'm not dealing with it. All right. I don't know. Thank you so much, Hannah, for the support. Thank you. I saw a woman with that on TikTok. I didn't know that was why and real true. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't know it was a real thing until I realized it was a real thing and I did research on it. So, Nix for your page, Wilden? Yeah, maybe a little. Women are weird. That's why I stay away from them. That's so real. That's so real. Women are beautiful and wonderful, but we a little bit weird sometimes for sure. But that's what makes us cool, all right? Anyway. T-pose with pit milk, true dominance, yeah! T-pose with the pit milk, just fucking imagine, just fucking, ha! Ha! Take my pit milk! Take my pit milk! Take it off! Oh no. I swear I'm not subbing for milk talk. Okay, for sure. Oh my god, imagine going to the gym and you leak out your armpit. Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh. They call me the fountain of youth because my armpits won't stop leaking my milk. Pit milk was my stripper name. Quoting yourself again, Kai! Damn, that's crazy. I'm gonna withhold all comments. What do you mean? Women is weird and that's what makes them beautiful, man. I said that. That's true. And so I agree with you. Clean up on aisle 3. We got leaky pits on aisle 3. Imagine! No! Pilk pit milk. Yo, chill. Chill, B. Chill. We should not be bringing up Pilk in this particular conversation right this minute. Oh my god. That's crazy, dog. Yeah, being in the medical, yeah, female bodies are constructed alternately. Yeah, they are different for sure, which we love. All right, yes. Kōri, Misty, what's up? Oh my gosh, we were talking about the educational system earlier. Well, I was talking about like the bane of my existence, which was my university experience. Anyway, why I bring that up because I know you deal with some of that stuff, but obviously the better side of it and not having to be a student. But we were talking about that earlier. I was thinking about you, maybe just a little bit. Anyway, we're talking about this thing called the milk line. Apparently women, us beautiful creatures, we got this thing where it's something called like a mammary line or something like that. It's like a milk line. And it starts in your armpits and goes down, over your breast, of course, right? And into your thigh, like upper thigh. And what it is basically like some women, after they give birth, after they have a child, some women have experienced, and now it's a rare case, but some women have experienced where they start being able to produce milk and shoot milk out of their underarm pits. Like basically they grew a nipple in their under armpit or in their like thigh. And so we were talking about that. Anyway, just in case you wanted to be caught up on the conversation, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Huh, yeah. Huh. So anyways, let's not have children, right? Like we can agree on that, right? We don't need more, right? Like I think 2 nipples are good. I think 2 nipples are a good amount to have. Not too many, not, you know, not just 1, right? But I don't need 3, you know what I mean? Does it retract into the armpit? Imagine. Oh God, oh gosh. Well, you know, that's a great question. I have no clue. I don't have to personally deal with this problem, so I'm not entirely sure, but yes. It is equivalent to drinking a fluid and shooting out from your eyelid. That's gross though. That's like, at least you produce, like, then when you do that kind of stuff, you're drinking a foreign substance, or you're taking in a foreign substance and you're shooting out your eyelid. But at least with like this, it's created within you, you know, like it's just a bodily fluid basically. Does it erect if you actually brush on it? If my jungle of an armpit hair caresses it a little bit, does it get erect? Real. But yeah, I said it first. You just yap too long to keep up with chat. What the fuck are you talking about? What the? Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Honest, maybe it's the lag. Okay, you're the one that said it late. I just didn't see it until the internet decided to work. Okay, it's the internet's fault. All right. Anyway, regardless, that's what we were talking about. I don't know if you know, just let you know that's what's up. But it's good to see you, Misty. How have you been? So I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen you, or that I've chatted with you. Hope you're doing good and chilling. But yeah, we've been good. We were just talking about the con this past weekend, Taiyoucon. So I'm now invested in this. So real, so respectable. Oh, you know what's so funny? I don't know. I mean, she announced this publicly, so I think it's okay to talk about this. But do you guys remember Inkley? I think Inkley was a part of a collab that we had done with Misty and Nyx, and I'm trying to remember all the names, I'm sorry. But I know that like Nyx and Misty may be familiar with Inkley. I'm pretty sure. Because Inkley was also a part of the Mario Kart tournament that I hosted a year ago. Anyway, Inkley had announced that she's having a kid. So maybe I should ask her about this. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, that'd be so terrible. She would like block me and shit. So, Inkley, how is your milk line doing? Have you grown another nipple? I've been getting out of overtime finally and prepping for debut in like a week and a half. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting! I know you've been like working for that you've been working hard to plan, organize, and raise everything for that debut for like, oh my gosh, how long now? Maybe like a year or 2, year and a half or so. So that's really exciting. Congratulations. That's really hype. That's so exciting. Yeah, exactly. New kid, have you tried milking your armpits? I know, I would get so freaking bad so quick, right? You're like, what the fuck? Stay away from me. Anyway, Inkley, yes! She's freaking Fraggo! She's Fragnard! She's having a kid. Isn't that so cute? Oh my god, I love to hear the homie's doing well, you know? But I'm also like a child. I'm also like a child. Oh god, I'm scared. Anyway, she's gonna be a mama. Congrats to her. Yeah, she's gonna be a mama. It's so great. I'm so happy for her. Your next model should have pit milk. Oh god, but that would insinuate I had a kid. I never have no kid, okay? I never having no kid. I'll tell you that right now. Oh my god. Yo, new kid, have you heard about the latest fact about milky pits? Yes, exactly. Listen, it's good. We're just educating the masses. No one else is talking about this beautiful women science. Okay, so I'm here to spread the good word of women science, because hopefully we can do some more research on it. Okay, figure out what the fuck is wrong with us. It's so exciting. Gotta wish all the best for Inkley and hope that it's a smooth birth. Oh yeah, I know. Childbirth is one of the most scariest things that I've ever fucking thought about in my life. And I say thought about because I ain't never want to see that shit. I never want to go through that shit. You know, no, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, like childbirth is really crazy. So definitely agree. But Milky Pits, I step out for 5 minutes. Do I have to explain this again? All right, babe, listen. I found out about this thing called the milk line, okay? Women have this thing called a milk line. So, you know, it goes from basically your underarm pits, you know, down over your breast and down into your thigh. And because it's similar to like how you think about maybe like cats or dogs, and they have, or cows, they have like the line of udders, right? So there's a milk line there, and you can produce milk from those places. So apparently there's this thing with the milk line where women, after, not all women, it's obviously like a rare thing, but some women have experienced when they had a kid, they would start being able to, basically they grow another nipple like out of their underarm pit or from like their thigh, and they'd be able to basically squirt out milk from that part of their body. But nobody's talking about that, and so I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just trying to get out the good word of science and women science specifically, because I feel like women are understudied, okay? There's some weird shit going on with us. Please ask your local women if they're okay, all right? Because we're not okay, okay? Anyway, that never happened to me. That's good. That's good. You know, it's not, and not everybody gets it. Like I said, I think it's a rare thing, but it can happen, you know, and that's what's scary. The chance of it happening is what incites fear in me. You love to see health literacy increasing. Yes! Exactly. Me and my brother were C-sections. Okay, respect it, okay? Listen, you're here now, and that's what matters. The only child you're having is with those Taco Bell chalupas. Oh my god. By the way, Kai, how was your stomach after the fact? Because I don't know if I should say this, but I do know somebody did not have a good experience with the Taco Bell afterwards, so. Oh my god. Thank you guys. It's in a process, but I can see the finish line. Yes! The chalupa that Kōri bursts every day. Real. Chalupa out the poopa. Yeah, I want some Taco Bell. Right? That's what I'm saying. I have never once had an issue with Taco Bell food. Really? You fucking gobble that shit up, by the way. It was insane. You ate that shit so fast. If you guys saw the footage of that I have of the recording that I have of us having Taco Bell dinner together virtually, well, I was virtual. They got to have the Taco Bell. I just kind of sat there and watched them eat, jealously. And freaking Kai got his food, and like he was done in like 10 minutes. I was like, how the fuck do you eat so quickly? Oh my gosh, Kai. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. I think because everybody else is like talking to me fair, but yeah. Oh my god. Wait, I actually had Taco Bell on my own too. Yes! Yes! The chalupa combo too. Yes! Yes! This is my BRB screen. Check it out. See? You see this? This is real. This is real. This is not a joke. The chalupa coming out of the poopa is not a joke. All right? Okay. Anyway, nice. Thanks. Same. Oh my gosh. Same thing happened at Pot too. Dang, that's crazy. I would also inhale in Taco Bell. That's fair. That's fair. I never got to try the Baja Blast pie. I really want to next year. That was me trying to eat slower too. Imagine how fast I can eat when I try. I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to time you. You know, I want to see that. Oh my gosh. I brought it on the way to Taiyoucon too. Really? Oh my gosh! Man, Shadow, you should have came with us. You went to Taco Bell after Taiyoucon, and then you could add it a second time, you know? Let me just shove a chalupa down my throat. So real. Oh man. Let me just deep throat an extra bean burrito, you know what I'm saying? Like 30% wanted to. I eat so slow. Yes, I eat pretty slow too. Well, okay, I think it depends. When I'm talking to people, I obviously eat slow because I'm like trying to entertain or host or whatever. But otherwise, like, I'll eat, you know? I'm eating. This is what I'm saying. The food's going in my fucking gullet. I'll tell you that. Have you tried the quesarito? No. I don't know what, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I'm assuming it's another, I think somebody had mentioned that actually at the con, but I'm assuming it's another, like, quesarito from Taco Bell. Oh, the quesarito from Taco Bell. Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, sorry, I thought you were talking about another restaurant. Because some people assume that I live in the places that I go to, and I'm like, I'm in Xylon, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I have. I don't think so. I don't know. Quesarito. Quesarito? Oh, quesarito. I was like, what is it? I thought, is it a casserole burrito? The quesarito. Sorry, yes, I was like, why is it spelled that way? I don't know if they have like a weird, I don't know, talk about some weird shit on their menu, okay? Quesarito, yes, I have. Okay, there you go. A casserole burrito would go questionable. Yeah, it is questionable, but I don't know, I just want to, I don't know. Okay? Oh my gosh. I'm bad at spelling. Okay. It's okay, don't worry. It's fine. You're good. Travel now needs a casserole burrito. That's what I was like, is it a casserole burrito? What is that? A quesarito. I'm so tired. Oh, Kōri, what did you eat while the others were eating Taco Bell? I wasn't eating anything. To be honest, I was waiting to eat because I didn't know how long I was going to be on as they were eating Taco Bell. So I was like, I ate something beforehand and then I was like waiting to get on, and so I wasn't really hungry. I think I didn't have anything, but afterwards I tore up some Lucky Charms. I'll tell you that right now. I've been just fiending for Lucky Charms. I've been fucking up this big ass fucking box of Lucky Charms. I have 2 big ass boxes of fucking Lucky Charms. I ate all the first box already. It's gone. I got it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. The whole fucking big ass box of Lucky Charms. I am one person. I am one person who does not tolerate lactose. I ate so much fucking Lucky Charms in the last couple of weeks, okay? I don't know why, but I have just been absolutely obliterating some fucking Lucky Charms lately. So I think afterwards I had Lucky Charms, but yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Bro, me Lucky Charms every day. It's not every day, but like I eat a lot. I don't know. I eat a lot of it. So yeah. I don't know, let's make Shogun a casserole burrito. Real. You're in Taiwan? I'm in Xylon, dog! I'm a raccoon that got isekai'd into an ice princess body, and the ice princess happened to be in this magical world called Xylon, and so I'm kind of stuck right there right now. So I stream so that way I can stay in touch with Earth in a way, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm in Xylon. Kōri's eating so many Lucky Charms that we might run out of leprechauns. Real. I'll bring it to level up. The Casa Burrito, dude, let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited about that. All right. Let's see. New nipple DLC just dropped. So real. So real, Screensaver. Well, I don't think you need to have a kid to lactate. There are cases of some men that can lactate. That's true. I think pregnancy is what kickstarts a process, but it can happen under other very specific circumstances. That's also true. That's true. Dude, after talking about Celia and I were yapping at the Airbnb, and I got interrupted by my whittled tum-tum growling like a wolf for 6 straight seconds. We both stopped talking, looking at my tummy wummy, and then back at each other and just said, I think I need to use the bathroom? Okay, that fast? It went straight through you, huh? It just like coursed right through your body. It's crazy. I could go for some Lucky Charms. I got strawberry cinnamon toast crunch that's staring me down like a mistress of the night, and I'm trying so hard not to tear into the box right now like a mistress of the night. Sonic. Sonic. If you know, you know. Anyway, like a blue Real. I mean, I hopped on the night for in Waffle House before. That didn't help. That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Under the fur, brother. Of course, my fur has a paywall. On him, chill, dog. Where did Ack go? Ack's chillin'. Ack's chillin'. He's probably just hanging out. Ah, there he is. There he is right there. Yeah, he's just hanging out. He's having a good time. He's fine. He doesn't need to be on the screen, okay? He smells funny. Anyway. Mistress of the Night is insane. I know. I can't chill. I just woke up from my nap. Well, good morning. Shit. Did you dream about kissing Shogun at Sin City Anime again? Or sorry, you were living that dream, right? You smell funny. No, you smell funny, alright? You put in time out, how dare you? Yeah, you stinky, alright? You stinky, alright? You went and got Taco Bell without me, alright? So now you stinky. Kiss it, alright, Misty? Alright, you know what? It's time to go to bed. You know what, Misty? Actually, I have a TikTok for you. I have a TikTok for you that I'd like to share because it reminds me of you in a way. It reminds me of you in a way. Why is this? Something went wrong. Please try again later. What do you fucking mean? Your mom's wrong. Alright, here we go. Hold on. Trust me with this. I have a TikTok just for you, Misty. You just wait. I think you will find it humorous. I just need to find it. Oh, here it is. Perfect. I think you will like this. Okay, so I'm gonna share it with you. Alright. Hello, Snow Raccoon. I am new here. What's up? Okinawa Whale Shark. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate it. We're just chatting, hanging out, yapping for now. We were talking about the convention that we went to this past weekend called Taiyoucon over in Mesa, Arizona. And so now we're just chatting, hanging out. And I'm about to show a meme right now. Specifically for the lovely Misty Glasses in the chat. Alright, Misty, are you ready for this meme? Hold on. I was thinking about you when I saved this. No, I'm just kidding, but it reminds me of you. Here you go.
Life is good.
Yeah!
Life is good.
Is what gets me. The fucking is what gets me every time, bro. The is what gets me every fucking time. It's so funny, dude. Life is good. Fuck yeah, dude. Life is good. Yeah, what do you mean? It's just people touching lips. It's fine. It's anime people touching lips. It doesn't matter, see? His face! It's so great. I'm not sure what I joined. Just I joined. What's up, Mordekaiser? Oh my gosh. Wow. Welcome. Aren't you so glad to be here? Just kidding. You joined a cool VTuber that does a lot of IRL events. Ah! Yeah. Welcome. We're just yapping. We're just chatting. We're just hanging out. How are you doing? Gotta add that dog at the groomers to this. Oh my gosh, real. Just in case you need to know who this person is. Wow, thank you so much, Autumn. You're doing so great. Thank you. The home theater subwoofer. It's sending me same. The kissing noises are foul. Oh gosh, I don't want to talk about kissing people at cons. I'm excited about Taiyoucon. What do you mean you're upset about Taiyoucon? What do you mean by that? I'm concerned now. What do you mean? Why does it sound wet and squelchy? Oh, it's the immersion, okay? It's the immersion. I will say I watched a Magical Boy anime in my dorm with a friend and my RA came in, so I paused it. There was a naked ass on the screen while I was talking with my RA! Yo, honestly though, legendary intimidation tactic. You're like, listen, RA, you wanna call us out for being loud or some shit? Come in here and watch this with me then, alright? Just intimidation tactic. Okay, assert dominance by showing naked anime ass on the screen. I'm not gonna lie, there was this like this Moe Shop song playlist compilation thing that I would listen to when I was going to university. And I remember like I would be listening to it, my roommates would be trying to talk to me, and I switched over to pause it. And the cover of it is like, you know, an anime girl kind of raising up her shirt, and over her boobs are like it's like taped with like you know, it doesn't show any nipples, but like over the boobs it's like taped with like words or something like that. And I remember my roommates were like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's anime girl titties. The fuck I look like. If I want anime girl titties, I'm gonna have anime girl titties on my fucking screen. You don't need to know what's going on here, okay? Anyway. No, that's me. Hell yeah. Thank you. Exactly. Have you played Genshin? I play Genshin offline. Yeah, I play Genshin offline. Sorry, I'm late to getting to the chat. Give me a second, Creative. I apologize. I just need a second. I'll get to it eventually. But yes, I play it offline. I don't play it right now. Like I don't play it on stream, just offline. Let's see. I'm watching a yaoi anime with my best friend. Aw, which one? It's called Given. It's a music anime. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I respect that. I think the only, I don't know. Honestly, I don't consume like yaoi content. I have nothing against it, but I've just personally not consumed it. And so I don't really know that many yaois. I did watch Citrus though. If anyone knows of Citrus, it's a Yuri. And I watched that one, and I thought it was okay. But I guess I'm just like not. I don't know. I guess I'm just like not that into like romance anime in general. Like I like certain romance comedy anime, but like I don't know. Maybe there's just something wrong with me. Probably, right? Citrus. Yeah, Citrus. Yes. Let's see. No, we are not talking about Taiyoucon kissing on stream. What do you mean? Why not? Yes, we said anime girl titties in this house. Yeah. What's up, Brandon? Something if I got to meet you at Taiyoucon. You were the best experience at the con, and just so you know, I did hang one of the photos in my bathroom. Yes! Let's go! I was the one wearing the Miku hoodie. Thank you so much, Brandon. Yes, it was wonderful to see you. I love the Miku hoodie. It was so cute. And yes, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for purchasing some merch, and thank you for posting me up in your bathroom. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming by the stream as well. We appreciate people lurking and hanging out here. It helps me keep doing what I do. So hopefully I can continue going to IRL events like Taiyoucon as long as we continue to grow as Kōri. So I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Tell a base location for a Kōri poster. Yes! I can't stand romance anime. I can't stand a lot of romance in general. Yes. Felt. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh, just fucking love and shit. Ugh, disgusting. Get out of here. Anyway, that's fair. I like romance anime, not anything too crazy though. That's fair. There was kissing at Taiyoucon. I don't know. I guess. My first yaois were Junjo Romantica and its spin-off Sekai Ichi Hatsukoi. Okay. Interesting. I think I've heard of the first one, but I'm not entirely sure. I love the romance anime where no one ends up with each other. That's so real. That's so real, yeah. Does Yuri on Ice count as yaoi? I mean, basically. I mean, the community turned it into that. Why'd you scoff at that? What's wrong with having a preference against a subgenre? No, I'm just saying, like, we're just single as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. You know, that's it. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Anyway, crazy single ass. Anyway, I'm just joking. I'm just messing around. I mean, I'm messing around. It's fine. All right. It's fine. We're messing around. All right. We're just having a little bit of a laugh here. Okay. Thanks. Jeez. Anyway, yeah. Why'd you have to throw us both on the bus like that? What do you mean? You say that shit to me all the time. You're always like, oh, that's why you're single. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know, okay? Fucking lame. Yeah, okay, you get it. I get it. I know I'm lame, all right? You don't have to fucking rub it in my face all the time, okay? Everyone just rubs it in my face that I'm lame and nobody ever wants to be with me. I get it. I understand. I will hold that to my heart forever, okay? Fine. Oh my gosh, thank you for the lyric. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'd rather just do that myself. Let us come together as singles. I'd rather just do that myself. Shut up. Actually, please shut up. Shut up, Autumn. Oh my god, Kōri, help me. I'm playing League. The fuck you want me to do about that? No, I only come back for League for Earth and Earth only. Do you understand? That's the only reason why. Don't do nothing else, okay? No. Oh my gosh. Get me out of here. It's trying to drag so many people to Isekai. Yes! Come to Isekai! We're about to get together like a rat king. We shall rule over the other couples. Yes! I'm unhinged and my brain knows no bounds. Alright. Real. I mean, I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad your brain knows no bounds. Alright. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the sun's getting real low, alright? I think it's about time that we raid into Natsu Nami tonight. They're doing some just chatting. They're gonna be doing some Risk of Rain as well with some other people. Sun's getting real low, exactly. Warzones, chill. That sounded so ominous. Yeah, I know. The sun do be low. It's shoddy getting down, okay? Shoddy getting down real low. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, okay? It's happening, all right? Anyway, it's low now. Yeah, war on T-Stats. Anyway. All right, but yes, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be playing Elden Ring, the DLC. And continuing it, hopefully we can figure something out. I don't know. I'm probably still not gonna beat Mesmer, and I'm still gonna fucking cry and be bad at the game. So that's that. But yes, thank you so much, everybody. Everyone else looking at her. Yes. She hit the floor. Elder's Ring. Anal ring. She hit the floor. Anal ring got low.